Over
Here we go.
Ready? Green flag. Green flag. 20's up top. If you see that 20, 96 points back, his lane. 20 up top, even. Still there? Pulling you when you see him, when you see him. Got that 01, you're clear, bud, you're clear.
Carpentier leads lap 1.
Top's gonna dick up, you got the bottom if you want it. 28 dicking up the top, accordion right there in front of you.
Taking a look at who you can ride with today on Hotpass.
If you see the 20.
Tony Stewart's riding right beside us in Big Orange.
You got it on him, you're clear. If you see that 5, up top now. Still up here.
Jeff Dickerson guiding us
Even
through
with
the
him.
cars.
Outside. Still rolling. If you see the 5.
Casey Mears in the 5 car. Big announcement this week. He will not be back behind that wheel for Hendrick next year.
Down here. 20 corner looking. 28 right here. Right in your lap. Door 3 wide.
Crazy.
2 wide. Just that third 28. Just a 20 you're clear. All the way. All the way.
3 wide at this
5,
racetrack is crazy. We almost saw it. Pass for the lead, up in the top box
If
to
you
the
see
right.
The 99, but right to the 20.
Looking out the front of Tony's car to the rear of our car. Orange to green there, if you will. Harvick takes over in the top spot. Bobby Labonte to second. Carpentier hangs around there in third.
If you see that 99, 20's in line.
Don't forget, email us anytime throughout the broadcast. Love to hear from you.
20's in line, just one back.
If you're on the computer today, Hotpass at directtv.com. Tony and I will do our best to get those questions answered for you.
99 up here, up here. At your door, at your corner. Be clear on him, 20 side by side. With, go clear. 20 looking. Barely, if anything. You're clear right there.
Oh, smoke. We locked the brakes up there tough. About got in there too fast on Kyle Busch.
Door. Just a 20.
Kyle Busch did a nice job of keeping that car under control right there. Casey Mears right in front. Sam Hornish to the right. Tony Stewart down in the bottom.
He'll fight that 520 barely. He'll come back, though. He'll come back inside.
Stewart looking on the bottom.
At your door, down here.
Hornish is the roadblock there for us.
If you see the 20, 31's one back. 2 back now, so it's 20 downstairs. 31, 1 back on the yellow line. Corner down here. Corner down here.
Jeff Burton giving us some heat from the back. Finally, a shot at Hornish.
He's up there racing. Right on top, right on top.
Matt, it looks like there's 2 distinct groups working today. It looks like the bottom and the top both good early on.
Corner, corner, corner. You got it right there. You got it.
Well, Tony, I think everybody's holding their breath right now because nobody expected the sun to come out.
Lap 10 right here. Brake fans, blowers, switches, whatever you want. Right 2.
we were a faster car than the 20 a minute ago. We just got hung up with Casey Mears and Sam Hornish. Ten laps complete, working on 11, and we're looking good so far. Back with more to New Hampshire right after this.
Corner down here, man. By himself.
All-state safe driving bonus checks.
I'm thinking spa.
I'm thinking sponsorship opportunity.
Anything else?
I said, can I get you ladies anything else?
I think we're satisfied.
Introducing the Allstate Safe Driving Bonus Check. Earn it by driving safe for 6 months. Spend it however you want. Are you in good hands?
How can we possibly keep up with DirecTV when they have almost 100 of the best national HD channels that our customers want?
Jim, whip up some numbers that make it look like we have, like, I don't know, 1,000 HD channels.
We can't say that.
Not a good idea.
90% of all statistics can be made to say anything.
90%.
50% of the time.
I think we can make that work.
Awesome!
The math is simple. Get more TV for your money. Call 1-800-DIRECTV.
Change it up a bit, and you're sure to get a reaction. Don't let erectile dysfunction slow things down. Viva Viagra! Viagra, America's most prescribed ED treatment, can help you enjoy a more satisfying sexual experience. To learn more, cruise on over to Viagra.com. Ask your doctor if your heart is healthy enough for sex. Don't take Viagra if you take nitrates for chest pain, as it may cause an unsafe drop in blood pressure. Side effects may include headache, flushing, upset stomach, and abnormal vision. To avoid long-term injury, seek immediate medical help for an erection lasting more than 4 hours. Stop taking Viagra and call your doctor right away if you experience a sudden decrease in vision or hearing. Now's the time to get moving and ask your doctor if Viagra is right for you.
Watch this one.
I changed my oil. Why worry about engine sludge?
Oh! Sludge! That guy got nailed.
Sludge. It's only funny when it happens to someone else. So get Castrol GTX. It's superior sludge protection. With sludge dispersants for 57% better sludge protection than the leading 5W30. Tests prove it. Castrol GTX. It's more than just oil. It's liquid engine.
NASCAR Hotpass here on DirecTV. It's Loudon, New Hampshire, and the New Hampshire Motor Speedway. We're riding shotgun this afternoon with Kyle Busch, who right now is having one whale of a battle with Casey Mears driving the car he used to drive.
Hanging, dude. He'll pull even.
16 laps complete. Kevin Harvick's out front.
99's with him. 99's with him. Back behind. 99's back behind. You see your 5, dude.
Jeff Dickerson, that's our spotter. He's talking to us every lap with every car around us.
Just a 5, man. He's at your door. 99's in line with him. At your door.
He went by you on the bottom, and you can't pass me. You think I'm quicker than you?
Farewell tour, dude.
I can answer that one, Pat. I think we're quicker than him.
Well,
corner.
I think what's
smart with him. Corner.
I think what's going on, Tony, is as the sun is coming out and this track is heating up.
He's in line. 99's got to run on him. Just get in here.
You know, I think everybody's just kind of hunting around out there right now, and Casey, to his credit, is giving us some good laps there. But I do think we are quicker than the 5.
By 1 right there, bud.
Yeah, Pat, it wouldn't be out of the realm of possibility, though. Remember, you mentioned it, Casey Mears out of that ride, and everybody, everybody consistently says Kyle Busch is the best. So what a way to prove yourself by racing the best really hard.
Absolutely. No, this is that's good racing between those two guys. I mean, it may be a little irritating here, but it's good racing. Looks like right now we're starting to really distinguish ourselves there.
Got your 20, your 16, BFF 2 behind you. We're good. Good lap there, about a 10th off the leader.
That's always good to hear. You're only a 10th off the leader back there battling cars. Take a look at Kevin, who's leading right now against us. Go down there to that 19th lap, and you can see we're just about dead even with each other. Kind of backs up what Steve Addington just told Kyle. A little telemetry here too. You see it's only a mile racetrack, but you still get upwards of 140, 150 miles an hour almost going around this place.
Hey, Pat, while we're running out here single file and not racing like crazy with Casey Mears, let's tell everybody about this car. This Interstate Batteries number 18 today. It's chassis number 217. It is a brand new car. First race for it ever, anytime in 2008, and it makes its debut here at the New Hampshire Motor Speedway.
Well, you know, you and I touched on it a little bit in our open, Tony, when we were talking about Steve Addington having some good race cars here with J.J. Yaley before in this 18. And
corner.
Of course, Kyle getting a...
roll that middle. You're clear.
Kyle getting a win here. It doesn't surprise me at all that they're going to have a pretty competitive race car, but you're always a little bit hesitant when you bring a new car to the track. All right, we got to step out and get a break out of the way. 24, working on 25 laps complete at New Hampshire.
That's what I'm talking about. Incredible game.
The world's hottest sport meets the world's most refreshing beer. Frost Brewed Coors Light, the official beer of NASCAR.
Escape the everyday with Taco Bell's new Frutista Freeze, a refreshing blend of strawberry and mango flavors that's topped with real strawberries to refresh your day.
Frutista Freeze. Yes, please.
Think outside the bun.
Entrez. Bon, ici la chambre. J'aime beaucoup ces voix.
Hey, Brad's phone. Brad doesn't have AT&T, which means we've got no bars here in France. So, thanks for the call about the room that's become available at the 5-star hotel. That's great news. Only we won't get it. Looks like old French Toast here is going to take this place instead.
Vous avez voir la télévision?
Oh, isn't he cute?
For the best coverage, switch to AT&T. More bars in more places. For a limited time, get our smartphones for $99.99.
I don't have to tell you what athlete's foot is like. It's annoying. And you just want it gone. So I get rid of it with Lotrimin Ultra. It's so powerful it kills all major types of athlete's foot fungus. Nothing cures better. Lotrimin Ultra, the killer cure.
Not every father knows best.
It's Stewie. He peed on the carpet.
Do I hit him?
No.
But at least these fathers know comedy.
How is a navel piercing any different than an ear piercing?
When you wear earrings, boys look up here.
You remember that pony you wanted when you were 6? Surprise! Oh, boy.
How come I haven't seen your niece?
They're your daughters.
Oh, no!
An all-new episode of The Bill Engvall Show after Family Guy, Thursday night at 9, only on TBS.
Very funny. The most explosive show of the year is on the True TV cable network. Every Wednesday, the toughest guys in Texas.
We had to be really nuts to do what we do.
Risk it all.
Many of them give up their lives for the pursuit of oil.
For the buried treasure that fuels America.
This is West Texas Roughneck.
Black Gold. All new every Wednesday at 10. On the True TV cable network. Not reality, actuality.
22nd position here in the Lennox Industrial Tools 301. Happy to be sitting on the couch with you today and riding shotgun. Thanks for having us in. Hope you're enjoying your June Sunday afternoon. Don't forget that Team Radios, we got you covered on the Super Channel 794 and 799.
Just reel them off.
Everybody you can imagine, Mark Truex, Clint Boyer, Casey Kane, Denny Hamlin. We got Newman, Biffle, Kenseth, Gordon, McMurray, Harvick, Jimmy Johnson, Michael Waltrip, Carl Edwards. Everybody's there. And you're welcome to visit anytime.
So right here, bud, we're fine. Bus 4.
Jamie McMurray straight ahead. That is a race for position. This racetrack, this is the inaugural race here for Speedway Motorsports. This is a track that was purchased from Bob Bear and the Bear family last year by Bruton Smith. Bruton was here holding court this morning talking about all the stuff he intends to do to help to make the race fans more happy at home here in New England. And he always seems to put his money where his mouth is. Right now, just the fact that we got the sunshine out is making most folks happy. Wouldn't you agree, Tony?
Well, yeah, I'd say everybody's real happy. This is very unexpected because the big talk in the garage area this morning was when would we be coming back for this event, because everybody predicted rain, but I'll tell you what, it is hot. The sun's come out. We see people that have umbrellas in the area, and instead of using them to protect themselves from the rain, they're creating their own little shade. So really turned out to be an interesting day, just a beautiful afternoon for racing here at the Magic Mile.
You betcha, and as always, our hearts and prayers go out to all those folks in the Midwest that are still dealing with all the floods. Thinking about you guys today. Working on 37 laps. You heard us talk about the pit window today being somewhere up near, 75, 80 laps, somewhere along in there. In that general vicinity.
Not a bad exit there by 3.
That will astound me if we go for a green flag pit stop first time here out of the box today. Jamie McMurray, we got a run on him. We got a bump on him, it looked like to me.
5 in line.
All right, we're just getting wound up and getting going here at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Back with more right after this.
'77 Harley-Davidson Lowrider /cut exhaust. 2008 Night Train powder-coated twin-cam engine. Miller Lite, first brewed 1973. Perfect combination of refreshment and taste. Next.
Miller Lite, the ultimate light beer.
To help us understand the importance of teamwork, please welcome Jeff Burton.
Hi, John. Hey, guys. Out there, you're only as good as your pit crew, and you gotta have support, like Holiday Inn.
Will Holiday Inn change my tires?
No, but they do have free high-speed internet and meeting spaces.
Do they make a pajama version of your driving suit?
Has your helmet ever gotten stuck on your head?
How come you don't have a mullet?
Hey, Jeff, my bed looks just like your car.
The more you stay, the more you earn. Holiday Inn.
I've had asthma for 15 years.
I've had it for 5 years.
I've had it for 12 years.
But I just found out what the problem really is.
My symptoms kept coming back.
Kept coming back.
until I found out how to help prevent them.
The real problem was I wasn't treating both main causes of asthma symptoms.
Airway constriction I feel and inflammation I may not.
I thought my controller was treating both, but it wasn't.
It wasn't preventing my symptoms.
So my doctor prescribed Advair. Advair treats both main causes to help prevent symptoms in the first place.
Advair contains salmeterol. Salmeterol may increase the chance of asthma-related death. So Advair is not for asthma that's well controlled on another controller medicine. Advair will not replace fast-acting inhalers for sudden symptoms and should not be taken more than twice a day. Talk to your doctor about the risks and benefits of Advair. If you take Advair, see your doctor if your asthma does not improve or gets worse.
If you're still having symptoms, ask your doctor how to help prevent them with Advair.
Find out how to get your first full prescription free at advair.com.
The greatest conflicts have always been settled at the grandest of venues. Welcome to the last great Coliseum.
Friday night, August 22nd, the Food City 250 Nationwide Series race returns to the world's fastest half mile. Call 423-989-6900 for tickets. Bristol Motor Speedway, racing the way it ought to be.
Welcome back on 790 and 795 here. Hotpass on DirecTV from New Hampshire Motor Speedway, the Lennox Industrial Tools 301. Pat Patterson here in Hotpass headquarters, and Tony Rizzuti down in the pits as we're motoring through the field. Jamie McMurray up in front of us there in the number 26. Racing for the 20th spot. Started back a ways today as the field is bunched up a bit. Kevin Harvick is the leader, but now going to be challenged by Dale Earnhardt Jr. upper right of your screen. Jr., of course, winner a couple weeks back in Michigan. People thought he was going to have a pretty good race car today. Looks like he's going to try to grab the lead. We'll see who wins it back to the start-finish line. I think I'd give that one to the 88.
Tell you what, when they worked their way off of turn 4, if you wanted a seat here at New Hampshire Motor Speedway, you could have got one because everybody stood.
Junior Nation out in full force, the New England chapter. Of course, we're always riding shotgun with Dale Jr. Kyle Busch trying to put the moves on McMurray. And that pesky 5 car back to chase us again there from the back. Casey Mears got a good car today.
Little run.
Outside off of turn number 4. How about this? Well, we thought about it. Kind of ran out of room up there.
Good exit. Clear. You're clear.
Making us work for these spots today. Flat 1-mile racetrack with not much to lean on, man. It's all about getting your car to rotate through the center of the corner.
By 2.
You just heard him say hard work. You betcha. Get you a handful of steering wheel and have at it. You can hear that right foot dancing over there. Just listen to that accelerator coming up off the corner.
Driving away. Focus up front.
Let it roll, let it roll, let it roll. Now get it again. Now you see, heard him have to pedal it just a little bit right there.
And Pat, that's what they've been dealing with throughout every practice here at the Magic Mile, trying to get that car to roll all the way through the center, but not be loose on the exit of the corner. You see, you put so much wheel, turns so far to the left on these flat corners that once you are able to get traction to drive up off the corner, that the back end of the car tends to want to swing loose until you get that wheel straightened back up. So that's one of the things they've been working on all day, to try to get the push loose condition out of it. They seem to get that worked out in happy hour. Moved all the way up to 12th in that final practice, and Kyle came across the radio a little while ago, said it's about a 6 out of 10 as far as being tight in the center right now. I expect him to probably do a little air pressure adjustment, maybe a quarter turn on that track bar to get it good.
Tight center off.
All right, we'll get a break out of the way. Back with more from New Hampshire right after this.
So, I mean, I don't know.
Whatever you're working on, Advance will help you keep the wheels turning.
I was an intelligence analyst in the U.S. Army.
Warrant officer with the 18th Airborne Corps.
82nd Airborne.
Green Beret.
91 Echo, dental assistant.
Chemical officer, and I served in Iraq.
The Army taught me how to be a team player.
To be decisive.
I learned how to be a leader.
To be strong mentally
and emotionally.
As it turns out, camouflage is a great way to get noticed. 150 careers in the strength America's top employers are looking for.
I am Army Strong.
I am Army Strong.
See what it's like at goarmy.com.
TNT July 14th.
I need the name of the detective you're releasing from this squad.
My team stays put.
Do not leave this room!
Don't ever do that again.
Just make the call.
Cable's #1 series of all time is back with its most captivating season yet. Golden Globe winner Kara Sedgwick is The Closer. All new Mondays at 9 starting July 14th, followed by all new Saving Grace on TNT.
Harvick's gonna freak.
Low-quality discount gasolines can leave behind engine gunk. Shell stops gunky buildup to help engines perform at their best.
It's Kevin, run.
What you guys doing?
Looking for engine gunk?
Hate engine gunk. We know you do.
Looks like this driver does too.
That's not your car?
Nope.
Later.
Never before has the gecko been captured on film talking about RV insurance.
So, you guys travel a lot. You should check out Geico and get a free rate quote on RV insurance.
This is truly history in the making.
You can also get a rate quote on motorcycle insurance, ATV insurance, personal watercraft insurance.
Sounds good.
Excuse me, I'm up here.
Geico, saving you money on insurance for your car and the other stuff that moves you.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. is leading and is not that far behind us. So we're getting real close to what could be green flag pit stops in the next 15 or so laps. There you see where the 88 and the 18 are. Tony.
Yeah, Pat, and that's the issue you deal with when you start in the back of the pack here at New Hampshire, because track position, we mentioned it in the Rizzuti rules. We heard Kyle talk about it, even Steve Addington, that you got to have that track position, because once these leaders get single file, they can pull out in that clean air. We saw it yesterday in the Busch Series race, just how important being that clean air is. And you can see Dale Jr. just about half a track, just a straightaway behind us. But we're closing in on that pit window, expecting, you know, they talked around 75, 80 at the max. I expect us to probably short pit somewhere around lap 70 and take 4 tires and work on getting that car to roll better through the center.
Casey Mears in the picture just a second ago there on the bottom, and Casey is really having a good run today too. We passed him earlier, but he continues to find a way to battle back to us, and he's going to come up here and challenge us for this spot here shortly as well. Junior's the leader, Harvick, Martin Truex, Bobby Labonte, and Denny Hamlin, top 5. When we come back here to this racetrack, it'll be round 1 of the chase. Right now, our man's got the points lead, and he's got 50 bonus points to take into the chase if he doesn't win another race between here and the beginning. But I would not bet against this guy winning not only 1, but maybe a couple 3 between now and then.
Hey, Pat, real quick, going back to the handling on this car, while we were away at commercial break, Kyle was talking about he really needs the front of the car to work better. Getting off the corner, it's loose, basically because he can't point it towards the front wall here on the front stretch. Kind of what we were talking about, that push to loose condition. One of the things they worked with yesterday were the springs and the air pressure, so we expect that. Don't forget, it's also quite a bit warmer here today, and just before the race, we saw them take a little bit of tape off that front grille, and that can also hurt your front downforce. We completed 61 laps here at New Hampshire. Back with more of Kyle Busch on NASCAR Hot Pass right after this.
The NASCAR Sprint Cup Series, now in pocket size. Introducing NASCAR Sprint Cup Mobile. Live radio broadcasts, live team chatter, and real-time stats. Now available on the new Samsung Instinct, only from Sprint. Text NASCAR to 7777 to get it now. Then let the battle come to you.
Big Mac, you so want one.
Interesting development here today with Carl Edwards. After drinking a vitamin water focus, it became clear to him on how to try to hone his driving abilities and achieve total calm in the car. So he got a dang toilet pond installed. There's Carl's spiritual advisor, actor Ralph Macchio. Focus. Edwards coming in for an unscheduled pit stop. They're making a core change and upgrading with the Zen Garden.
Vitamins, electrolytes, no sodium, vitamin water, try it.
The computer as you've never felt it before. Introducing the HP TouchSmart PC with Intel Core 2 Duo processor.
New Hampshire Motor Speedway on a sun-drenched Sunday afternoon. riding shotgun, I should say, here on Hotpass with Kyle Busch. The first of the green flag pit stops are beginning. Bobby Labonte, the first one in, and you just heard Steve Addington say 3 laps, and we'll be in to get 4 tires and make some adjustments. What are you thinking here, Tony? Track bar, air pressure, front right. What do you think we're going to do?
Pat, I definitely think we're going to go with the right front air pressure, and I'm looking up on the wall right now, and they're talking about it right now, whether they'll go wedge and track bar. They'll put one of the wrenches back, so my guess is they're going to go
try to make this number around here.
Up on that track bar about just a quarter round, just a touch to help him. Now, that will loosen him up off the corner, but I think it'll help him through the center. Expect Kyle Busch on pit road here in 2 laps.
All right, well, they're coming this time. Steve called an audible just a second ago, so he should be getting loaded up and trying to get to the pit road 45 miles an hour.
48, dude, 4,800.
Harvick on the pit road. Here we come, Tony.
And pit road, 4,800. All right, dude, 10 away. Start looking. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wheel straight, foot on the brake.
Kyle Busch hits the marks, and the Interstate Battery crew will go around to the right side and make the right side tire change. First can of Sunoco fuel going in. They did make a track bar adjustment to his Toyota. Left side service being complete. On the jack, down and away. Good stop for the Interstate crew.
All the way. 4,800, man. 4,800.
14.7 on the unofficial clock.
Right over at the cone, 48.
Martin Truex surrendering the lead. Now comes down to pit road.
40 and 19 through the center. Grab one lane here, just one. Go all the way, all the way, all the way, all the way.
Tony Stewart, Big Orange, getting work done here up on the top right. Dario Franchitti in the 40 there coming up behind us.
Corner down here. They'll still look and try to come inside here. Inside.
Franchitti's got a different look on his race car. Sponsored by Guitar Hero this week on the 40. Jeff Gordon got his service done, top right.
Just one back now.
Brian Vickers dead ahead there. Jimmy Johnson now getting up to speed up on the top right of the screen. Everybody cycling through. Dale Jr. is back in front now, according to the scoreboard.
Corner clear, bud, all clear.
Kurt Busch in the Blue Deuce getting his 4 tires and fuel. Here comes Dale Jr. finally down the pit road. .73 laps complete this time by. Check that, make that 72 laps.
Nothing back here now by 6.
Everybody pretty heads up in terms of tires and sequencing, if you will. So nobody really got out of much out of that particular green flag stop in terms of track position. Kevin Harvick may have picked up a couple of spots, but we have a whole lot more racing to go. So stay right there. Back with more from New Hampshire Motor Speedway right after these messages.
Spot right up there. Set it down. Yeah, good job. Wants a beer. Drop me a beer. That's what I'm talking about. Incredible game.
The world's hottest hottest sport meets the world's most refreshing beer. Frost Brewed Coors Light, the official beer of NASCAR.
I'm here with Casey Kane to introduce the Allstate Safe Driving Bonus Check. Just drive safe for 6 months,
and Allstate will send a check right to your mailbox.
Because the best drivers in the world deserve... Wow. Like I said, accident forgiveness, part of Your Choice Auto, only from Allstate. Are you in good hands?
Great, just one more. I'm super sorry about your commercial.
How can we possibly keep up with DirecTV when they have almost 100 of the best national HD channels that our customers want?
Jim, whip up some numbers that make it look like we have, like, I don't know, 1,000 HD channels.
We can't say that.
Not a good idea.
90% of all statistics can be made to say anything.
90%.
50% of the time.
I think we can make that work.
Awesome!
The math is simple. Get more TV for your money. Call 1-800-DIRECTV. Father.
When you're an M&M, you might wonder, where are my ear holes? Should I make new ones? No.
Nobody gives you more power than Interstate Batteries. And we have a national warranty program with over 200,000 dealers to back it up. How do we make them so powerful? Now that's a secret. And here's another secret. We've got every battery for every need. Interstate Batteries, the official battery of Joe Gibbs Racing.
When you're an M&M, your creative spirit will always prevail.
Woo. I'm home.
This is a day.
NASCAR Sprint Cup Racing from New Hampshire on TNT is brought to you by Coors Light. It's the coolest thing in the hottest sport. The Coors Light pole position alerts on your phone. Just text RACE to 42100 to sign up. By DirecTV, get over 90 of the best channels in HD now. By Allstate, are you in good hands? And by Subway Restaurant, Subway.
NASCAR Hotpass exclusively on DirecTV. Welcome back to a beautiful June afternoon now here at the Magic Mile. 70 miles north of Boston, Massachusetts, up here in the Granite State. You know, on the license plates here in New Hampshire, it says live free or die. The license plate that they want to start selling in the souvenir shop up here at New Hampshire Motor Speedway is going to say live free and race. That's going to be their new slogan, according to a couple of the guys I was talking to here at the racetrack.
Is this breaking news?
No, I mean, that there really is. Jerry Gappens, the new general manager here, took a look at his new license plate on his car when he was moved up here from North Carolina and says, I like this whole live free and die thing, but how about let's live free and race? So I like that. Take a look at how we're stacking up against currently Kevin Harvick, the leader. A little bit better, as a matter of fact. And let me also point something out to you. You know, I know all you Kyle Busch fans are sitting there going, man, God, there's a long race going on here. We're only in 16th spot. Well, consider a few things here. Number one, we started 27th. When we went in for that pit stop, we were running about 20th. We got 4 spots due to the fact that our pit crew did a great job, got us in and out of there. We picked up spots. Well, you know we got to run at least a couple, 3 more pit stops. Well, if we get 4 positions every time we come down that pit lane, when it comes time for the checkered flag, we're going to be in the hunt for the win. Right, Tony?
There you go, bud.
Pat, how come every time I work with you, we have to do math?
I know. I told you. I told you we try to avoid math. Try to avoid math. I like the math, though. Math, it's on our side today so far.
10-41 up here for position.
Hey, Tony, I know you don't like math, but let me throw another one at you here. A little pop quiz for you today. Do you have any clue what the name of those M&M guys are?
No, I'm not sure how that relates to math, but no, I'm not sure. What are their names, Pat?
You said you didn't like math. I was just trying to give you something else you might be able to sink your teeth into, so to speak.
Second behind you.
I think
40's in the fence.
Well, caution is out. We'll get back to the M&M guys in a minute. Looks like Dario Franchitti might have contacted the wall up here in the 40.
1 minute you're a hero, the next a goat.
Oh yeah, in this business, absolutely. And sometimes people can turn you into a goat. Let's see if he gets turned into a goat here by Casey Mears, or ooh, the 44 car and the 40 got together. Can't really see from that angle whether who was coming up or who was going down. Looks like the 44 went up and got him.
78 up there on that lead lap. He'll be the lucky dog that won't be there if we come.
If you lose the nose of your car just a little bit in these flat corners, right where Dario is getting back on the gas, I mean,
good time if you want them, 4,800.
You're going to go riding right over there into the safer areas.
Yeah, I want to round out the left rear.
By the way, Tony, those guys are named red, blue, green, yellow.
Do they come with sand or vice versa? Bring it, bring it, bring it.
Here we go.
I did 4,800 here.
Hey, Tony, let's see if we can get another couple spots here. How about it?
Boy, I'm with you, Pat. Such a good stop last time. Waiting on Kyle Busch. The guys are up on the wall.
Fuel only. One round out in the left rear. Come on.
No tires. Just coming for fuel.
And that can of Sunoco fuel going in. They make a wedge adjustment to that left rear and down and away.
All the way, all the way, all the way, all the way.
I like it. Let's see who else played that game.
43 down here, just 4,800 now, 48. Yellow line. Okay.
Ooh, I got a feeling we got a couple spots there. Let's let them cycle around here and see where we're at. Gas only stop. Caution flag number 1. Franchitti's Guitar Hero car is up there to the upper right. Tony, I think you found the king of batteries down there, didn't you?
I have. He's the man with the umbrella, Norm Miller. He's the chairman of Interstate Batteries, keeping cool here today. The umbrella was supposed to be for rain. You found another use.
I know we brought it for rain, but it looks like the good Lord gave us some sun today.
Talk about having Kyle Busch as a representative. He's the hottest driver in NASCAR. I know you have 6 races on the 18 car. It must be a special year so far for Interstate.
Yeah, we're just pumped up. Our whole organization just excited as we can be. Kyle's great guy, great racer, and maybe we'll win one here today.
And I know we have the Interstate colors at Daytona next week, so got to be good going down to the World Center of Speed.
Yeah, well, we love the mean green, you know, and then we have it next week in Daytona, so we're really excited. It's not Earnhardt Jr., we're the green.
There you go, Norm Miller. He's got the umbrella. He's staying cool. He's the chairman of Interstate Batteries. He's the man that's paying the check this weekend for Joe Gibbs Racing and the number 18 of Kyle Busch.
Norm's good people indeed, and he's been a part of that Joe Gibbs organization. More like family to Joe than a sponsor, and just a fine fella. Won a championship with Bobby Labonte, and their company really supports this effort. And I mean, you can see it all the way down to the trucks that go up and down the road, servicing all of their great dealers around the country. Tony, like I said, I like this pit stop thing. I know you don't like math, but we got 4 spots last time. We went to 16th. We jumped up here now all the way to 12th. And if I cipher and carry the and the what, I think we got another 4 spots.
Yeah, we did, and we only did half the work, so that's pretty good. I'll tell you what, I'm not a huge fan of math, but I found I use it quite a bit, and we were pretty right. I said lap 70, it was 69, so yeah, maybe I'm getting better at this.
No question in my mind. No, I'm not trading you in, man. You're my partner down there. Okay, getting ready to go back to green here, and we did not take tires. But I think we're in good shape. All those lap cars pulling up to the inside now. We're going to go looking after the 9, the 48, and the 24. Those are the guys we want to pass for position. So
different strategies here.
Get those belts good and tight. Here we go.
Ready? Almost there. He's going. He's going. Left is in front of you here. Got the bottom if you want it. 70's down here now. Stop trying to move. 43's 2 back your lane.
Casey Mears got the lead, and it looks like Brian Vickers wants to wrestle it away from him.
Top of
Battle
move,
up top.
Just stopping right here. If you see the 9, if you see the 9. 77 downstairs. So down here, man. 77. 45 at your corner. There's a 77 now.
Dave Blaney, Kevin Harvick, Tony Stewart going at it up top.
Go down here, door, corner. 28, you see him, just a 28. 77's down there as well. 77 downstairs. 2 wide, just 2 with the 28.
Stewart got a little piece of Blaney there in that last lap.
That's those 2.
Blaney is a lap car, by the way.
43 big run, his lane. Now in line with you, 66 up top. Corner. Clear on the 66. You see the 38 up top now. Still outside, at your door.
All these cars we're battling are about a lap down right now. We're looking for the 9, or looking for the 9 and the 1 car. That's who we're hunting for.
At your door.
He's right in front of us.
Corner. So at your corner, you're clear right there. You're clear.
David Gilliland on the outside, second place runner last week in Sonoma, already a lap down today.
Well, that in-car was incredible, Pat.
Yeah, it was.
Love Hotpass. That's just awesome.
Trying to get our heat. Back in line.
Four or 5 laps away from the third of the way mark here in this afternoon's 301 lap contest.
Better exit by 2.
Good battle going on in front of us too there. You got Gordon and Mark Truex, Jimmy Johnson, and a whole slew of good cars up there going at it.
Still there.
Michael McDowell over here to our right, the 0-0.
1 lane. Still there at your door. Pulling even. Door, corner. Still there, corner. You got it, you got it.
Casey Mears continues to lead.
Still fine, just roll.
Don't forget that crew chief, Alan Gustafson, was the crew chief on that 5 car when they won up here before, so he knows what's going on.
Little run, 43. He's just peeking. Trying, corner, back behind, and the gas. At the corner, man. He'll pull up. He'll try to come back.
Now we got a clean shot at the 9 car and the 1. Dale Jr. hasn't exactly shot back up through the field yet either as he goes to work on Eric Amarola.
No, Pat, he got loose on that restart. They ended up 3 wide off of turn 4, and Junior got real loose, had to bail out of it, lost quite a few spots on that last restart.
Cool, yeah, I missed that.
Good lap.
You know, Pat, it was interesting. You were talking about Casey Mears.
Right with.
I always find it interesting, even in other sports, whether it's a contract year or something to that nature. It's interesting that Casey Mears struggled all year, and then the announcements made that he won't be in the 5 car next year, and suddenly he's leading here at New Hampshire.
Yellow line corner.
It's like that little bit more these guys put into it. It's just amazing how when that news comes out, they suddenly just rise to the top.
Looser entry to center. It's not on the bump stops right. A little bit looser off as well. I mean, that's it. It's better for something, but I'm not sure what yet. I can't go.
I never get tired of watching guys that can have a conversation with you while they're turning a race car in the middle of the corner, going 130 miles an hour. I mean, I would have hit everything, including the snack box.
Yeah, Patton, that's what's...
Now give me some drive off. I'm better to the center to where I got too much speed on the exit. It just busts the rear tires loose.
And Pat, how he's able to do that is he has a button on the steering wheel that he can push while he's turning it to the left. So he holds the button down to talk. That's how they're able to do it. But like you said, I'd be flipping all sorts of stuff. Let's not also forget that because of this racetrack, NASCAR instituted a kill switch button on the wheel itself so that if the throttle were to lock, you could hit that button to shut everything off and hopefully lose some speed before you make contact with the wall. We've seen occasions where guys have gone to hit what they think is the talkback button and actually cut the motor. So lots of crazy things go on in that cockpit. I'm with you. It's amazing how simple they make it look.
Taking a look at the average speed if they're 115 miles an hour for the field right now. Okay, a third of the way down, 2/3 left to go here in New Hampshire. Stick around. We'll be right back with more after this.
Work's so crazy right now. Fashion Week's coming up, and I have to meet with all these LA designers.
What?
What are you talking about? Some lady is calling to see if you're trying to buy something. I'll put it through.
Are you trying to buy a 63-inch HD TV right now?
Not me. I'm at work.
We'll stop the purchase immediately.
You can have the same industry-leading protection LifeLock gives Casey Kane. And what LifeLock doesn't stop, they'll fix at their expense up to $1 million.
Call 1-800-867-5514 or go to lifelock.com.
Prepare for a NASCAR experience like never before. Every lap, every driver, all on your computer. Now you're in control. Who will you listen to?
All clear. Nice job, buddy.
Who will you follow? What view will you choose? Check out Track Pass Race View. Available now only at NASCAR.com. Don't miss a minute of the Lennox Industrial Tools 301. Get in-car audio free for New Hampshire. Every lap, every driver, all on your computer. Track Pass Race View available now only at NASCAR.com. Log on and get in-car audio free for New Hampshire.
Rated E for everyone.
Hey, I'm Jeff Gordon, driver of the number 24 DuPont Chevrolet, and I'm going to be your mentor in your NASCAR experience.
You can basically play this game without having to navigate through menus, utilizing Jeff Gordon as your guide.
It's truly a game that is easy to get into and very difficult to master.
Let's go over to the paint booth and get you set up with a new Sprint Cup ride.
The detail of the setups, the paint shop, the graphics, the shop atmosphere, the chase format.
The emotion and the authenticity of the actual sport is what you find in our games. I think we really hit a home run on that this year as far as getting people into the game in a way that can be fun right out of the box.
0-0 and your brother running us down here.
New Hampshire Motor Speedway, welcome back, everybody. 109 of 301 laps complete. There are the hot shoes that are chasing the checkered flag today. Tony Stewart, Dale Earnhardt Jr., Kyle Busch, Jeff Gordon.
Center, tight lane.
Jeff Burton, I should say.
Center, early exit, and then finally it wants to rotate about just after the center of 2 and 4. Fucking stuck here at park throttle until it turns and I can go.
Jeff Burton just passed us a few moments ago in the 31 Chevy for RCR. He's having a pretty good afternoon. Let's check in with Randy Pemberton and Hermie Sadler, who are covering the 31 car.
Back 2.
Randy, how you doing this afternoon? You and Hermie just snuck around us there with Jeff Burton's 31 car, looking pretty racy.
Yeah, absolutely there, Pat. We're started 31st, as you know, and the chassis has been just great. Good opportunity right here after we gained a lot of positions to try and take on 2 tires, get the feel for that. But so far, so good for Jeff Burton, a guy that's won here 4 times. How about you guys?
Well, in this last trip down to pit road, we opted just to take fuel. That basically because we wanted to get some spots. As you know, Randy, we started way back about midway in the field, so that was our big opportunity again to gain some spots. And so far, so good. I would say that we're doing good. We're getting beat by some fresh tires right now. No question about that. Hermie, obviously Scott Miller and the guys are making some good calls down there. Has the car been pretty acceptable, I guess is the best way to put it for Jeff?
Pat, Jeff Burton's done a great job. This racetrack, as you know, is very hard to pass on, but Jeff Burton made a lot of passes under green flag conditions. We came in, first stop got 4 tires. This most recent pit stop got 2 tires, and since we put 2 tires on, Jeff Burton saying not quite as much rear grip as we had with 4 tires, but we do have 2 tires on the race car. Settled in right now. We just moved around the 18. Tony Rizzuti, why did the 18 car decide to get no tires, and what has Kyle said since that last pit stop?
Well, Hermie, he's complaining that his car is tight through the center, and then it gets really loose off the corner because he has so much wheel in it. He really wants to work on the front of the car. Now, Steve Annington felt like they could pick up a little bit of track position. Remember, we qualified back in 27th because we had the rain during our qualifying run that really messed up our lap. So we tried to get a little bit of track position. So they went with fuel only. They also took a round out of the left rear to try to help the car. Now Kyle's saying that it doesn't feel like it's on the bump stops right. Hopefully Kyle's car will come to him the longer we run.
Interesting call there for Kyle Busch and team. Good luck, Tony, and good luck, Pat, but not too good a luck, if you know what I'm talking about. We'll check in with you guys later on. Back after this with Jeff Burton.
All right, guys, good luck to you guys this afternoon as well. Currently riding in the 14th spot. Back with more from New Hampshire in a moment.
But this derma photo shows the hidden damage under my skin. So now I use this Copper Tone Sport Spray. It protects you from the most damaging rays across 100% of the UVA, UVB spectrum.
The best Copper Tone protection from today's sun.
This is best for both of us. I promise.
Of all the numbers you encounter, along your journey to wherever you're going, you'll find there's one number you can always count on for a great night's rest. Super 8, where you'll enjoy free high-speed internet, free breakfast, and more at all of our over 2,000 locations. Super 8. See you along the way. Super 8 is a proud member of Wyndham Rewards. Sign up at super8.com.
30 minutes, great.
Hey, Domino's.
Hey. Guess what I did with my 30 minutes?
30-minute naps?
Uh-huh.
Domino's, you got 30 minutes. Here it comes.
The Domino's NASCAR meal deal.
You got a large one-topping pizza.
You got your choice of chicken.
You got 2 20-ounce bottles of Coke Zero.
You got it all for $19.99.
Domino's.
You got 30 minutes.
This summer, the ultimate family vacation is right beneath your feet.
We're still falling!
On July 11th,
the center of the earth.
If they can survive the journey,
I have to cut you loose.
What? Found it.
they'll experience an adventure
We're surrounded by lava!
beyond imagination.
Whoa!
Journey to the center of the earth. Rated PG. And you can take the journey in Real D 3D in select theaters. Starts July 11th.
TNT this summer. Meet Detective Hannah Darko. She's hard living, hard loving, and hard to handle.
Something's burning inside her, and I'm afraid it's gonna burn her up.
You know I'm here. Academy Award winner Holly Hunter.
He messed with our crime scene, our victim, and our witness.
The series you've been waiting for returns.
This is gonna get interesting.
Saving Grace. All new. Monday, starting July 14th, after an all-new closer.
Let's have some fun.
Coming right out of Tony Rizzuto's iPod, I'm a rider. That's what Kyle Busch is. He's a rider today. 14th place right now. We'd like to ride on up about 13 more spots. Casey Mears currently in front here at New Hampshire. You got that in your iPod, right, Tony?
Absolutely. I was told yesterday I have a very eclectic mix, like a little bit of everything, and I'm a rider.
There you go.
Yeah, right. You know, growing up in the mean streets of Bettendorf, Iowa, you had to be a rider.
He ain't no salesman, I can tell you that. Thanks for letting us sit on the couch with you today. Hotpass here on DirecTV. Halfway through the season. Hope you're enjoying all those fine HD pictures. Brother Kurt riding along behind us there in the Blue Deuce. Up top, Casey Mears leading the race. Casey said he doesn't know what he's going to do next year. Said there's already people talking to him about this or that. A win here today would sure go a long way. Dario Franchitti in that 40 car with a different paint scheme this week. He was our first and only caution flag of the day. Got turned around with the UPS Toyota of David Rudelman. Listen to a little right foot music there. Kyle Busch getting back in the gas, letting that thing roll through the corner.
I don't understand why turns the center of the corner better than it does the exit. All right, man, keep working on it here. I know we can't fix the whole problem here, but we're going to try our best.
Pat, it's pretty apparent, obviously, that Kyle's not happy with the car. We saw him pull over on the backstretch, let his brother Kurt go by, and then he also let Matt Kenseth by. He's not usually one from the Mark Martin school of just if there's a faster car, let him go. He tends to like to race. the entire time. And obviously he's still really disappointed that the car's not turning through the center, but it seems to be able to rotate a ton coming off the corner. So you heard Steve Addington keep his driver happy. You know, we can't fix it all at once, but we'll keep working on it. You keep racing hard, but definitely that center of the corner. Remember, that was my first Rizzuti rule. It's so key with this progressive banking and lack of banking that we have here at New Hampshire to get that thing to roll through the center. Obviously, we're going to have to try something a little different next time we stop, which, by the way, because I'm into math, should be around lap 154.
Find out what it takes to make these corner for the chase.
Well, I think that, you know, it's interesting to listen to what he's saying about the car's free and it's actually cutting in the middle of the corner. But when you go back to the gas, that's what he was talking about a minute ago, it's when it gets so wickedly tight on him. And you're right, giving up a few spots to his brother and the 17 and so forth. But these guys do have a big picture to consider, and they need to get a good finish out of today. And besides that, it's way too early to be talking about, you know, settling for anything at this point. We're not even halfway yet, and a lot can happen between here and the house when it comes to this race car, this driver, and this team. So, you know, I'm certainly not panicked at all right now. I would say if we can hold our position, let's pit again. Let's try to get back some spots, pit, maybe get into the top 10 and make some adjustments. We may be okay here before the day is over with. We'll step out, get a break out of the way. Back with more from New Hampshire right after these messages.
Special sauce on the cheese, pickles, onions, on the sesame seed bun. All right. Two all beef patties, special sauce on the cheese, pickles, onions,
Big Mac, you so want one.
Interesting development here today with Carl Edwards. After drinking a vitamin water focus, it became clear to him on how to try to hone his driving abilities and achieve total calm in the car. So he got a dang toilet pond installed. There's Carl's spiritual advisor, actor Ralph Macchio. Focus. Edwards coming in for an unscheduled pit stop. They're making a core change and upgrading with the Zen Garden.
Vitamins, electrolytes, no sodium, vitamin water, try it.
Some people say that NASCAR isn't a real sport. And yet this is a place where real men strap into 800 horsepower beasts for 4 hours in 110-degree temperatures at 200 miles an hour. Where families and rivalries, patriotism and history all come together in a bumper-to-bumper, shoulder-to-shoulder, coast-to-coast blaze of glory. What's more real than that?
When you're an M&M, you'll really enjoy the way you taste.
Are you licking yourself?
What? What'd you say?
People want to know about Denny Hamlin. Steve Brookman from Richmond, Virginia writes, Dear FedEx, does Denny ever do any international traveling? Well, Denny was just in Japan.
Moto Speedo 出せますか？ダメでしょ。新幹線なんだから。モトスピード。
Nobody move, I lost my contact.
Is this it?
When you're an M&M, things should be a lot easier.
Nobody move.
Is this it?
This is a day.
Went back 2 lanes.
Welcome back to New Hampshire Motor Speedway, everybody. Hotpass here on Direct TV.
Coming outside.
Riding shotgun with Kyle Busch. Ryan Newman working the top side on us right now, and we're going to work back on the bottom. Hey, you know what? Next weekend when we go to my hometown of Daytona Beach, Florida, you get a chance to see free Hotpass. It's a free preview. You need to call Harry, Jim, Jill, all your buddies, everybody you know who doesn't have Hotpass and they're sitting on the fence. They're going, I don't know. Call them and tell them next week you get a chance to see what you have been missing. And because it's July 4th, it's absolutely free from your friends at DirecTV. Sign up at 800 Get Sports or visit us at directtv.com. Daytona under the lights next weekend for free. Is this a great country or what, Tony?
Yeah, it's definitely. In fact, I'm texting a couple of my buddies that like to come to my house while I'm here broadcasting. They watch it at my house. They sit on my couch. They drink my beer and they pet my dog. Ooh. And yeah, it's time. You guys need to get off the couch. Look, next week go watch it at your own, then order it and leave my chips alone because there's nothing to eat when I get home at like 1 in the morning.
All right, here's how you see what's going on and what a working man's doing in the race car. Watch Kyle's hands up here on the steering wheel, top left of your screen. The key to a good race car is to not have to fight that steering wheel.
Something in 3, I guess.
And did I just hear the cautions out? I do believe.
You did.
The answer is yes. Debris on the racetrack, maybe? Casey Mears is
leading. That track bar up on the right side, try to get it roll on exit there.
I like that idea.
I don't know. All we ever do is unhook the back. We can't ever hook up the front, so that's only got to make me go backwards. In there out of the right front, there, Twinkie. A half in the left front. This time. Coming around that 31, dude.
They're waving that wrench around there, Tony. They gonna do that or not?
Yeah, I think they're definitely going to do it. I think they're going to take and go a half round back up on the track bar. We went down on it back at lap 69.
5, 4, 3.
Here you go.
Kyle has to come around the 31 car, and they'll go around to the right side, and they will come up on that track bar. You heard them also say they're going to go down on right front pressure, up on left front pressure, try to get the front into the track a little bit better. Second can of Sunoco fuels in.
Go. Clear.
And they had a little bit of problem there trying to get around Joe Nemechek. That's going to be a slow stop. Tough break there for Kyle Busch.
Yeah, Steve saw that he was going to need to back up, so Kyle had it in reverse when the thing hit the ground. Really, that's good that Steve was guiding him like that so that we didn't lose any more spots. So, okay, we'll see how it all sorts out and where we'll restart when we come back to the New Hampshire Motor Speedway.
Ordered decaf. I gave him regular.
My dad cheats on his taxes.
My wife thinks I'm on a diet.
July 14th.
Sure you don't want to talk to me?
Everyone has something to confess.
I need a name now.
Cable's #1 series of all time is back with its biggest season yet. Kara Sedgwick is the closer. Mondays at 9 starting July 14th on TNT.
I can't take any more confessions today.
Tell me about it.
Look how beautiful it is here.
Come on, guys. Spot right up there. Set it down.
Yeah, good job. Wants a beer.
Drop me a beer. That's what I'm talking about. Incredible game.
The world's hottest sport meets the world's most refreshing beer. Frost Brewed Coors Light, the official beer of NASCAR.
Jumping 20 buses. It's Danger.
Danger.
Sullivan.
It's my first name. Danger.
Are you ready?
All right, Danger, we are good to go.
Watch me fly!
Engine sludge can strike anyone, so get Castrol GTX. It's superior sludge protection. 57% better than the leading 5W30. Tests prove it.
Hey, how far to go?
Castrol GTX. It's more than just oil. It's liquid engineering.
lots changed over the years, but you two do have a groovy thing going on. Don't let erectile dysfunction get in the way. Viagra has been proven to help men with all degrees of ED. America's most prescribed ED treatment is marking its 10th anniversary. Want to learn more? The facts are there to greet you at Viagra.com. Ask your doctor if your heart is healthy enough for sex. Don't take Viagra if you take nitrates for chest pain, as it may cause an unsafe drop in blood pressure. Side effects may include headache, flushing, upset stomach, and abnormal vision. To avoid long-term injury, seek immediate medical help for an erection lasting more than 4 hours. Stop taking Viagra and call your doctor right away if you experience a sudden decrease in vision or hearing. Ask your doctor if Viagra is right for you.
Is back in the air. Restart lap 144.
You're clear by 1. 6 up top, dude. 6 up top at your door. Going even. Still up here right on top of you. Still there? Still there.
All right, we restarted back in the 21st spot. And the reason that we lost a few positions here all goes back to the pit stop. Take a look, top left. Joe Nemechek coming into the pits. He pulls in tight on in his box. And Steve Addington, our crew chief, told us we're going to have to back up. We did. Right, and we had about 4 or 5 cars get by us, and you just saw the majority of them. So
this is your door down here.
That's why we're where we are.
And Pat, you will notice the position of our car on the pit lane. You saw how the nose was kind of pointed towards the pit wall. That was because we had to go around the 31 who's pitted just before us. So kind of a double-edged sword there. We had to go around the 31. Nemechek had to go around us. The bottom line was it cost us about 4 spots, but some really good racing right there. Check out that roof cam shot.
3 wide now on
3
the top.
wide, we're on the top. Whoa,
Still
that's
3.
crazy.
Still 3. Now 2. Just 2. Just that 6, man. Door, corner. Back even. Now the 77, 3 wide. You got the top. Now 2 with the 77. You're clear all the way here. Clear all the way down.
Man, what's that guy's name? Rowdy Busch. That's right. 3 wide all day long. Flat racetrack. Who cares? Just deal with it. Come on. Get some of this, man. He's got it going here, Tony. I don't know if his car is any better, but he's sure after these spots we just lost.
Absolute 3 wide racing here at New Hampshire. I mean, I expect 3 wide, 4 wide next week at Daytona. But Kyle Busch is on it. They must have given him some of that NOS energy drink, the little nitrous oxide energy drink he represents. Gave him a little boost. Now looking to the inside of Travis Quapple.
Big wreck on the front stretch there. It looks like we got 1 car going around.
Still there at your door.
David Rudeman.
At the corner.
Where is the...
At the corner. Barely corner. You're clear right there. You're clear.
I think we just got psyched out by a caution flag that happened with the UPS car last year right here on this racetrack.
And actually what that was, Pat, it's interesting. That was Dale Jarrett's wreck. When nobody slowed down coming back, they all raced back to the caution flag. And that's when NASCAR instituted the lucky dog, that the minute the caution came out, the field was frozen. That's what that replay was.
Yep, I looked up there and I saw that car going sideways.
Last 3, man.
The day looked just like the day. Well, thank goodness, no caution, and David Rudeman's out there driving around nice and safe. 19th spot. We got a couple back already. Working on Bobby Labonte for the next one. 24 going to work on the 5 up top. Those are teammates.
We'll show you halfway over here.
Tony, I would say that we're pretty close to officially halfway here in a minute.
That means we don't have to stay until tomorrow, right?
That would be correct.
Good. Well, Kyle, I mean, he's running them down. Wreck behind us. Caution on the track.
Caution's out. Caution's out.
Joe Nemechek spun around there. Didn't look like if he hit anything, you sure can't tell it. I think he caught it before it got to the wall. Looked like a single car spin, maybe.
Take off.
The 78 doesn't look too bad there, Pat.
Nah, it looks like he may have gotten a little bit of the wall, but not much. Joe Nemechek started shotgun on the field today. Former winner here at New Hampshire.
Hey, one back here in the 42 car.
Before the center, through the center, after the center. First 5 laps. Right now, not bad center. It responds to wheel, actually. The more you go, it doesn't respond to wheel. And then it wants to be loose.
All right.
Early exit.
We'll keep dissecting the problem, see if we can make it better. Back with more of Kyle Busch here on Hotpass in a moment.
If you want them.
Todd Davis. And though you'd never mistake me for Casey Kane or Kyle Busch, in the world of identity thieves, anyone can be anybody. That's why LifeLock offers America's #1 identity theft protection for you and your family.
Protect yourself with LifeLock's industry-leading proactive identity theft protection and our $1 million total service guarantee.
Call 1-800-551-9311 or go to lifelock.com.
Whatever you're working on, Advance will help you keep the wheels turning.
Get a lot of choice for a little cash. Change for a change and you get it fast. And only
Want to drive a Cup car? Well, now you can. This is the fan controller.
What the? Tony, what are you doing? Dude, you're going backwards. Sandy, run for your life.
Everything okay, Carl?
I'm winning, right?
Yeah, but the other drivers think Aflac sponsorship's giving you an advantage.
Well, if you're sick and you can't work, Aflac pays cash fast to help keep you in the race.
I know, but they see it a little differently.
I taught him that.
Aflac, proud sponsor of NASCAR and Carl Edwards.
Yeah, I'm on the car.
I'm riding with Dale Jr.
I'm definitely in a car.
I'm riding with Dale at the Amp Energy 500.
And you should ride with me too.
70,000 fans will get their names on Dale Jr.'s car. Go to ampenergy.com now to sign up.
I'm on the car.
Hotpass on Direct TV on a sunny Sunday afternoon here at the Magic Mile. Kyle Busch is the guy we're riding with. Thanks for letting us be part of your Sunday afternoon. Started 27th. We're currently up to 18th. And Tony, real quick, it sounds like we were gaining on it a little bit car-wise.
15 to bring them in. Like 5 cars back and come.
Yeah, we are gaining on a little bit. It's not as bad in the center. Still loose early on the exit. In fact, while we were away, we heard Kyle Busch ask, what does the 20 car have that we don't have? Obviously, that's his teammate, Tony Stewart. We heard Steve Addington say a little less right rear. Also, one of the other notes while we were away during this caution was the fact that Kyle asked Steve, could we make it on 2 stops from here?
One more.
While we're only at lap 155, they're already thinking fuel strategy.
All right, he's gone, man. Be ready,
something
please.
we've seen over the last 5 or 6 weeks,
Ready,
and something we brought up in the Rizzuti rules as the green is back out here at New Hampshire.
You're clear by 2. They're rolling up front here, outside. If you see the 26, if you see him. Just the 26 outside. Outside you, right on top. If you see him. In your lap here. 66 will take up the bottom around the corner. 3 wide. Kind of a stagger 3 wide here. Still 3. Corner down here, 2 wide. Corner. That's your door. You're clear. Went back though.
We're like tiptoeing through a minefield right now.
Go clear. If you see that 26, man.
Tell you what, Pat, if you've been sick of single file racing so far this year, I hope hope you're tuned in this weekend, because we've been in this minefield all day long.
Yeah.
Just a 70. 6 in line.
And I mean, this.
Try to come back.
This is really why qualifying up front, which normally this car does, is so incredibly vital. You know, you check our lap times against the leader, you know, at different intervals throughout this first 159 laps we've run.
You want it.
And we've always had a fast car.
Top 44, still there at your door. Middle 3 wide, middle 3 wide.
But we needed to start up there with them.
6 down low. Still down here. Still down here. Your door.
Got an email from Camden, Arkansas, I think it is. Mark wanted to know if what's in the tires is actually air or nitrogen, and it is actually, well, you tell them, Tony, it is actually nitrogen, right?
Yeah, they run nitrogen in their tires, and you know, a lot of the dealerships are now starting to do that. I know the Toyota dealerships do that, as well as General Motors, that you can go in there, and you also check out your local place. Maybe get your oil changed somewhere. Ask them if they can put the nitrogen in your own tires. It'll hold the pressures a lot longer, and in turn increase your gas mileage. So something for you to look at in your passenger car as well.
What I like about it in the old motorhome tires, which do get very hot going up and down the road, is they'll actually keep the tire pressures more even and therefore cooler. So a lot of RV places too do that. Along with big trucks.
Right in your lap at your door.
Pat, this is just tremendous racing here. Back of the pack. I know every week I'll have somebody come up to me and say, boy, I bet you didn't enjoy that race. That wasn't very good. And I was like, well, you obviously weren't watching NASCAR Hotpass, because every race we've had here on Hotpass has been great. If you don't have NASCAR Hotpass, if you know a fan that doesn't have NASCAR Hotpass, they're doing themselves an injustice, because just following the leaders, we haven't seen a whole lot of great racing. But I'm telling you, here on NASCAR Hotpass, it has been on every week. So have your friends call in. Don't forget about the free preview next week at Daytona, because if you are a hardcore NASCAR fan, you're doing yourself a disservice by not watching NASCAR Hotpass.
Well, yeah. I mean, just face it. Friends don't let friends watch racing without Hotpass. I mean, that's just all there is to it. Free preview from my hometown, the big track in Daytona Beach. It'll be that Saturday night shootout under the lights. And call up, tell your buddies to, if you ever want to see one, this is going to be it. Won't cost you a dime. 1-800-GET-SPORTS, or visit us at hotpass.com, or directtv.com, I should say. '18th place, that's still where we're being shown. We got a lot of racing left to do here, though.
Brake checking in front of them there by 2.
Tony Stewart, our teammate, has the lead. Jeff Gordon, both those guys are looking for win number 1 in 2008. Will it come today here at the Magic Mile? Back for more in a moment.
145 pounds.
Gone.
Jared, for taking it off.
And keeping it off.
10 years.
Great job, Jared.
10 years and 245 pounds later, congrats, Jared. Happy to help with our mouth-watering low-fat subs. Subway. Eat fresh.
Master of disguise.
Observe NASCAR driver Elliott Sadler, a master of disguise. Today, Agent Sadler is a guest spotter for Sunoco's Free Fuel 5000. If you get spotted near Sunoco with our decal on your car, you win free fuel instantly. But the thing is,
I'm moving in.
You never know when we'll be watching. Get your decal at Sunoco. Get spotted, win free fuel, and a chance at 5,000 gallons. The Free Fuel 5000 right now at Sunoco.
I was pretty nervous, apprehensive.
It was tough to tell him I was joining the Army at first. I did research on my own, tried to get an idea about what the Army was going to be like. It's given me a whole bunch of confidence.
But no, I'm very proud of him.
He's just a stronger, more driven individual.
He can outrun me.
If your son or daughter wants to talk about joining the Army, listen, you made them strong. We'll make them Army strong. Find out more at goarmy.com.
I don't have to tell you what athlete's foot is like. It's annoying. And you just want it gone. So I get rid of it with Lotrimin Ultra. It's so powerful it kills all major types of athlete's foot fungus. Nothing cures better. Lotrimin Ultra, the killer cure.
Harvick's gonna freak.
Low-quality discount gasolines can leave behind engine gunk. Shell stops gunky buildup to help engines perform at their best.
It's Kevin.
What you guys doing?
Looking for engine gunk?
Hate engine gunk. We know you do.
Looks like this driver does too.
That's not your car?
Nope.
Later.
My best friend and me. My best friend and me. He's really smart. He's really funny. He sells bikes and he saves people money. My best friend. My best friend and me.
Geico Motorcycle. Let's ride.
Idea.
NASCAR Sprint Cup Racing from Loudon on TNT is brought to you by LifeLock, #1 in identity theft protection. By Advance Auto Parts, keep the wheels turning. By Subway Restaurant, Subway Eat Fresh. By Toyota, moving forward. And by Aflac, ask about it at work.
NASCAR Hotpass exclusively on DirecTV. Riding shotgun with Kyle Busch today in the number 18. Got a good battle going here, trying to wrestle that spot away from the 44 of David Rudeman. That's for 17th spot on the racetrack, and the 6 right behind us is challenging as well. Sam Hornish is a lap car up the top right. We're getting pretty sporty there with Ruderman.
Clear. You're clear.
We've come close to passing the 44 2 or 3 times. We get pretty tight up on him down here in 1 and 2, and we lose him off of 4, it seems like, each time. Here's a look at the lap times, us versus David Ruderman right in front of us. And pretty self-explanatory. About dead even with each other, really. Tony Stewart is out there in front right now with Jeff Gordon and Casey Mears, Brian Vickers, and Jimmy Johnson, top 5.
Dude, it don't matter. Not a bad lap right there, though. The 44 is going away.
Kyle is obviously not pleased at this particular juncture with his race car. Yesterday here in the Nationwide Series race, Kyle, Denny, Tony, all of them were racing around the front, and one of the biggest complaints at the end of that race was how incredibly tight, aero-tight the cars got when they were running single file on the racetrack. And I think we all knew coming into the day that we would have some of that going on there. You take a look at the Nationwide Series
20, 30 in front of him.
Race there. We started 4th and finished 3rd yesterday. But Tony, I would say that as the cars get spread out, we just watched him battle the 44 back and forth, and could not get around him. That some of what yesterday was going on was happening and playing out today.
Well, I think there's no doubt about that, Pat. We are still seeing a bit of the aerodynamics coming into factor with these cars. These cars have been aero-tight pretty much everywhere as we listen into Kyle. The big problem is, though, here at New Hampshire, it's really hard to get the mechanical to turn the car as well. I mean, we leaned with that old car so much on using the air to help turn it through the center. Now we've kind of gone back 12, 10 years to how we had to turn it mechanically, and it's difficult with this car. Remember, the COT has a higher center of gravity than the old car, so it doesn't want to turn to begin with. So, you know, a lot of it going to get blamed on the aero. I think this is a tight racetrack to begin with. Even for the modifieds, this is a top tight racetrack. So I think we see that pretty much everywhere. Obviously, it's going to be worse here at New Hampshire, but we've seen side-by-side racing, and as we see up in the TNT box, Junior going around Kevin Harvick, if your car's working right, you can pass at this racetrack, but when the car's not working right, it can be a miserable day.
Well, right now, Tony Stewart's car is certainly working right, and there's never been a guy that brought a broom to New Hampshire. We talk about being able to sweep a Saturday and Sunday event back-to-back. So far, that has never happened, but Tony might be on his way today to threatening that particular graphic. You know, Tony, you and I talked about this. This is a mean racetrack. You know, it's a beautiful place, and everybody loves coming to New Hampshire. And you know, gee, Wally, it's great to camp here, and it's just a neat place to be around the lakes and everything. But when it all gets said and done, this asphalt out here, this flat racetrack, will make a great race car driver like Kyle Busch cuss. No doubt about it. Okay, we got to step out and get another break out of the way. We'll be back with more from New Hampshire after this.
Movie ever made, starring Instinct, only from Sprint.
Find airport.
Featuring voice-cued GPS navigation, lightning fast internet.
Oh, I just bought a new handbag online. Look, babe.
That's great, honey. And introducing live TV.
Suspects purchased a handbag which they are sending to an undisclosed location.
Honey, where'd you send that bag?
Here.
It's red-hot phone action. The new Samsung Instinct, only on the Now Network.
Never miss a race with a Dish DVR from Dish Network.
Carl Edwards will go to victory lane.
Great job.
I know a lot of people will be watching this on their Dish DVR tonight.
Get the best HD DVR free and 3 months of free programming. Packages start at just $29.99 a month. That's not a promotional price. Call Dish Network now.
Hey, Mark. The perfect combination of taste and refreshment. We've been expecting.
Where am I?
Beer heaven.
Only one beer is good enough for beer heaven. Miller Lite, the ultimate light beer.
To help us understand the importance of teamwork, please welcome Jeff Burton.
Hi, Jeff. Hey, guys. Out there, you're only as good as your pit crew. And you gotta have support, like Holiday Inn.
Will Holiday Inn change my tires?
No, but they do have free high-speed internet and meeting spaces.
Do they make a pajama version of your driving suit?
Has your helmet ever gotten stuck on your head?
How come you don't have a mullet?
Hey, Jeff, my bed looks just like your car.
The more you stay, the more you earn. Holiday Inn.
The greatest conflicts have always been settled at the grandest of venues. Welcome to the last great Coliseum.
Friday night, August 22nd, the Food City 250 Nationwide Series race returns to the world's fastest half mile. Call 423-989-6900 for tickets. Bristol Motor Speedway, racing the way it ought to be.
Tune and bringing us back to New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Pat Patterson here in the Hotpass headquarters. Tony Rizzuti down trackside with the 18 crew today.
Rick, you got three or four.
Jamie McMurray up ahead there in the 26th. That is a race 4 position. 16th, as a matter of fact. So far, kind of an up and down day for us. We got a sniff at the top 10 a little earlier. Didn't quite get there. But like I said, lots of racing left here this afternoon. And sometimes at this racetrack, it's not about how good you get, it's how bad they get. Right now, we got up as high as 12th or 17th. Our pit crew got us some spots early. We had a bad pit stop where we had to back up. It wasn't a bad pit stop, but we had to back up because we had a car, Joe Nemechek, in front of us, and we lost a couple 4 spots there. But we got at least 2 more pit stops. Am I right there, Professor Rizzuti?
At least 2 more. Yeah, you are correct, Pat.
So we got a chance to grab some more spots here, and like I say, we wait and see who's going to dial themselves out up in front of us, give us an opportunity to pick up some spots. Mother Nature was very nice to us today. Last night it poured rain here. Had the old motorhome going back and forth, waiting for the sun to come, or waiting for the daylight this morning. We didn't see the sun till this afternoon. This racetrack was completely green when we started racing due to the fact we had all that rain last night. Good shot out of the front of Kyle's car there in the bottom of your screen. So green racetrack. We told you from the get-go that drivers were going to complain all day long about their race car, and you know, so far Kyle Busch has not said something like, man, this is the greatest car I've ever driven. It's mostly been more about trying to get it to somewhat handle. goes Denny Hamlin putting the move on Dale Jr. there. Those two kind of battling back and forth. Dale Jr.'s had a good day today. He's stayed right there in the top 10, qualified pretty decent. Where is that Patrick Carpentier fellow? The pole sitter is 1 lap down in 30 seconds, by the way. Not picking on him, I'm just telling you where he's at.
Door. Running in here at the door.
There's where the Gibbs cars are currently
right
racing.
There. Watch the crossover.
The 1 and the 26 are the cars we're trying to battle for position here to pick up another couple of spots. I think if we can get ourselves up into the top 14 or so, pick up a couple 3 spots here before the pit stop. If our guys can do what I think they can do on pit road, we might be able to get back to the top 10. Next time we pit too, take a look when they pull the front wheels off of these cars, off of our car, how much brake dust. You really use a lot of brakes here, and you'll see all that black dust come out from under there when they pull those tires off. But drivers always got to be careful here to not overuse the brakes. Tony Stewart still leads here in New Hampshire. And we're holding on back here in the 17th spot. Back with more from New Hampshire after this.
Yes. Pick last. Ouch. A vault will put you back on top. Quenches and kicks. Incoming! Yeah! You're a super soda mercenary! Vault. Drinks like a soda, kicks like an energy drink. Get to it!
Dale and Brennan just became stepbrothers.
Can we turn our beds into bunk beds? It'll give us so much extra space to do activities.
Now,
you have 1 month to find jobs.
What?
To grow up, they'll have to team up.
You've had a lot of jobs.
I'm a real self-starter.
Who is this gentleman sitting behind you?
Hello, Ms. Lady.
You can't.
Shut your mouth.
You shouldn't tell the person who is interviewing you to shut their mouth.
You're sounding stupid now.
Stepbrothers.
Please leave this office.
Rated R. July 25th.
Special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions, almost sesame seed bun. Alright. Two all beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions,
Big Mac, you so want one.
Every lap, every driver, all on your computer. Track Pass Race View available now, only at NASCAR.com. Log on and get in-car audio free for New Hampshire.
When you're an M&M, you might wonder, where are my ear holes? Should I make new ones? No.
I'm Tony Stewart, and I race for the Home Depot. There I was, a NASCAR rookie with a white race car.
We tried a lot of colors.
Maybe we should do a faux finish or sponging. The Home Depot really saved my career.
I was just thinking you need something bolder than eggplant.
Bolder than eggplant?
Like this one.
Bright orange?
It says, look at me, I'm fast.
We picked orange.
And Tony Stewart takes the checkered flag.
When you're an M&M, your creative spirit will always prevail.
I'm home. This is a day.
Yeah, so then
Looked like a round and a half over there on the track bar. We'll find out here in just a minute, but welcome back, everybody. Sorry about that. We had a little bit of a technical snafu, hiccup, if you will. We got that fixed. We hope we got our car fixed. We came in, pitted, made some adjustments, got some fresh Goodyears. Big drink of gasoline. How about it, Tony? You know what we did? I thought it was a round and a half, something like that.
That's what it looked like to me, Pat. We're going to try to see if we can't find out from the man himself, Steve Addington. Hold on.
Cool. We AJ Allmendinger's car, if you missed it or went to get a snack or something, exploded down the front stretch, and we got stuff that needed to be cleaned up. Tony Stewart was leading at that time, and of course everybody's come down the pit road to get some service. Everybody except perhaps Robbie Gordon, who is still out there circulating in his number 7 car. I'm sure he wanted to get 5 bonus points for leading a lap. Beautiful day here in Loudon, New Hampshire. About 70 miles up the road from Boston. Take you about an hour and 15, 20 minutes from the airport. This is really a cool place to come and watch a race. If you're a big race fan and you think to yourself, that sounds like it'd be a hard place to get to. It's really not. It's pretty simple. A lot of flights into Logan, plenty of hotels in Boston, plenty of hotels up near this way. So, if you've never seen a race here, it'd be a good place to come and see some of the beautiful parts of New England that are out there to be seen. Of course, Boston itself, if you've never been there, that's a great place. Somebody dropped their drink canister out there. I think that's going to hurt anybody. That's way out of the groove. Congratulations to Ron Hornaday Jr., a winner over in Memphis last night in the Craftsman Truck Series.
That track bar hurt your forward bite, or is it still tight there on exit? Hurt late forward bite with getting on the old asphalt. All right.
.311 announcing the birth in the morning, Charlotte time, and it woke me up. I was like, wow, I was happy he had the baby, but 311 was a little early for the email.
Keith is not only one of our good buddies and producers over here at Hotpass, but also has the weekly challenge of the Truck Series for NASCAR for Speed Channel. Always fun to work with Keith, and again, congratulations to he and to Jill. All righty then, let's see, 92 laps remaining. We know we can go about 65 on a tank of fuel. You see where I'm going here, don't you?
You're doing math again.
I know, and it's dangerous, particularly when you and I do math, because neither one of us are any good at it. Tony Stewart is the leader. Then there is a Jeff Gordon, Jimmy Johnson, Casey Mears. You know, talk about somebody gets handed a pink slip and all of a sudden he's going to show everybody he can drive.
It's unbelievable. I wouldn't have picked him out of 20 names today.
Nope, me either. Clint Boyer's
right,
up there.
Be ready, please.
And we're ready to restart. So grab a hold of your belt.
Ready.
So let's go.
He's going. He's going. Right, 0, blowing up on the bottom. Blowing up on the bottom. He's down, inside. Keep rolling. 9 at your corner, barely. 2 wide now at the 10. Gonna make you 3 wide here. You're 3 wide. 2 wide at the 45.
Man, I hope Michael McDowell didn't put anything out on the racetrack.
Still down here, 45.
I guess not. Nobody went ice skating down the front stretch.
You're clear right there.
Been chasing Jamie McMurray all day, and our brother Kurt Busch. Those guys are right up there in front of us. Currently, we're being shown in the 16th position. The 2, the 26, and the 17, that's what we're looking for. What a traffic jam.
2 wide right now, 2 wide.
This could get real big here down at this other corner.
3 wide right there, 3 wide now, 2 wide, just the 44, watch that 77, clear to the 2, 1 downstairs.
Jeff Dickerson sounds like an auctioneer instead of a spotter.
3 wide, now 2 wide, 44-2, lanes down, inside you. Door, corner. 2 wide.
You know, Pat, he is a sports agent. He's Kyle's agent over at Motorsports Management, so it almost sounds like he's negotiating.
Well, I'll tell you what, we've about negotiated ourselves into a wreck behind us. That was close. We've actually gotten ourselves all the way up to 14th here.
I think we did that rowdy style.
I guarantee you. Somewhere up there in that cluster of folks is Jeff Dickerson, our spotter. It's an interesting thing to have your agent as a spotter. Certainly will always have your best interest at heart, I would think.
Right on top of you.
Well, we say that if you remember back to Pocono. Kyle had thought he was clear, so the spotter didn't say anything. He ended up into a crash that really hurt his day.
Still there, door, corner, still there, corner, clear. All right, come on.
In fact,
Paul Menard there.
Yep. In fact, he told me that was one race he wished he could have back, but they seem to still have a working relationship, so all's good.
All right, so now we're hunting our brother Kurt and those couple cars in front of him for some more spots. Slowly trying to work our way back to the top 10. The 8 car is around.
Behind you.
Eric Amarola.
Caution's out.
Caution is out, and the Army car is going to need a little repair. Take a look up top what happens to Amarola. We got into the 9, or the 9 slid up and got into us, or into Amarola, I should say. So Kyle's gathering his thoughts about what he wants to say about the race car.
Right here.
Oh. Steve Addington just say we could make it from right here?
Indeed he did.
You get a copy on that?
I'm going to buy me a Toyota. Getting that kind of gas mileage.
Yeah, sure. I think we can make it from here.
85 laps, 84 laps.
Well, Pat, you got to work in the caution laps that we're going to get here. We heard them say, and they being a few of the crew chiefs in the garage area,
come on.
that you could maybe go as far as
48, 4 tires.
80, 81 laps.
3, 2, 1.
And here's Kyle into his pit stall. They're going to change right side tires. One can of Sunoco fuel going in. The car is full of fuel. Come around, 2 tires stop for Kyle Busch, but more importantly, he's packed that fuel cell, and we heard the words out of Steve Addington. We are good from here.
Well, wait a minute. Didn't I hear him call 4 tires when we came down the pit road?
Well, that's what I thought too, and so did the rear changer when he came around, but they told him to go, so they must have changed their mind and gone too.
Save all you can under caution right here.
All right, once again, it's going to be one of them strategy things here at New Hampshire. Back with more after this.
Series of the year.
He's got to blow!
Black Gold, a True TV special presentation. Next on TNT.
TNT tonight.
It's what you want, a killer.
They stole his identity.
He's still out there.
Now, he wants it back. Get more movie and less commercials with The Bourne Supremacy. Tonight at 7:30 on TNT.
I'll be right back.
Hey, bud, date's going great. Now, I know you always order the same thing. Girls dig consistency. But I got another idea. Friday's right portion, right price menu. Everything from sausage penne to a strawberry field salad to a pork chop to end all pork chops. And it starts at just $5.99. Everything you want and nothing you don't. So, show her you like new things. Here she comes. Good luck. Give me more Fridays.
Jumping 20 buses, it's Danger!
Danger!
Sullivan!
It's my first name! Danger!
Are you ready?
All right, Danger, we are good to go.
Watch me fly!
Engine sludge can strike anyone, so get Castrol GTX. It's superior sludge protection. 57% better than the leading 5W30. Tests prove it.
Hey, how far to go?
Castrol GTX. It's more than just oil. It's liquid engineering.
Academy Award winner Holly Hunter. All new Saving Grace. Mondays at 10 starting July 14th on TNT.
One of these planes must be going to London. The Spit Spot, Albert Hall, Meat and 2 Veg, Big Ben, Dave Clark 5, Spam and Eggs, a baby's arm holding an apple, pip pip, cheerio.
In my family, no one has a British accent. But that doesn't mean my kids aren't funny, too.
Trent, when was the last time you cleaned your room?
I want to say...
You want to say what?
What? The Bill Engvall Show is back.
Yes!
An all-new episode of The Bill Engvall Show, after Family Guy, Thursday night at 9, only on TBS.
Very funny.
Cars on, be ready, please.
Time to go green in New Hampshire. Tony Stewart leads, and we got about 81 laps to go. We're riding shotgun with Kyle Busch. Let's sit back here and watch a lap or two and see how this restart shakes out. Starting off in 21st position.
43 right up top, right outside you. Still there, pulling you. One with a little run coming outside. Still outside. If you see the one. Three wide.
Three wide thing again.
Still 3. Still 3. Still 3.
Patrick Carpentier on the bottom.
And even downstairs. Clear right there. You're clear. .96 coming outside, trying to. 3 wide. It's at 70 now. 96 going to try to roll the top. Middle 3 wide. Middle 3 wide. Middle, 1 up top, 1 up top. Still 1 up top.
Casey Kane turned it around up there on top right of your screen.
If you see the 96.
Jeff Gordon and Jimmy Johnson going at it with one another with Clint Boyer up there as well. Don't forget Clint was a winner here last fall.
You know, Pat, if I were to tell you that we're going to have 3 wide racing all day long at New Hampshire Motor Speedway, you'd have thought what?
No, just plain crazy, that's all.
I mean, the fact that we've had as few cautions as we've had, and really most of them have been single car or 1 or 2 car incidents, it's been amazing the job these guys are doing, because this track wasn't built for 3 wide.
One's on the yellow line, one's at 40. 43 peeking through the middle. Just the one, man, just the one. 2 wide at that 96. Down here. Inside you, bud. Middle 3 wide. Middle 3 wide.
Oh, man.
Still middle, clear high, 1 down low. Clear all around. Clear all around.
Take another one of these baby aspirins. I'm going to have a heart attack watching
You can
that.
hear it in Jeff's voice, too, right there.
Scary. Just a little lot bit scary. All right, we'll talk a little bit of strategy here for a minute as we watch everything kind of unwind from the restart. We have pitted, and according to our crew chief, he feels like we got enough to go the distance. We're the only car, not the only, there's a couple, 3 other cars that also came down the pit road at that time and got fuel and some tires. Now, these guys battling up front, like Jimmy Johnson and Jeff Gordon that you're watching, they still got to get some fuel.
You got it, you got it.
And they are leaning on each other like there's no tomorrow. Hey, how about that, Rick Hendrick? We can get back to Martinsville again. Watch these guys go at it. Remember when they bumped and banged out there last year on the short track? Jimmy says, I want the front. Jeff says, hey, I haven't won a race this year, dude. They don't care. They're racing hard. That's good stuff to watch up there. Anyway, bottom line is that, and it's that giant if we managed to go the rest of the way without a caution flag, which I wouldn't put any serious money on that, we might be in the catbird seat. And if we are, Steve Addington has made another really, really great call. But again, that's a long way from where we're at.
Patty, he must be better at math than I am, because looking at my numbers, I have us getting to about 299. Remember, this is 301. If you calculate in a green, white, checkered finish, then we're talking about 304.
One trying to roll to your corner.
Certainly, if we ended up with a green, white, checkered, that'd be a couple laps of caution, and I think about 1 lap of caution here will probably get you a couple laps of green. So we're right in that window. This is gonna be tight.
Still up here, bud.
I'm thinking that's why he's the crew chief and we're the announcers.
Still up here. Just 2 wide of that 77, just the 77, man.
Clint Boyer and Jeff Gordon working out on each other up there at the top right of your screen. Ooh, Boyer almost got sideways there in his Jack Daniels Chevrolet. Kevin Harvick says, if you open that door, I'll come get some too. Victor's up in the middle of it as well. That's a good race going on up there, those guys. One of the advantages of being where we're at in the points right now is we can afford to take some chances. And that was one of the things that we've talked a lot about over the past week on the talk shows and so forth, has been the fact that when you get in a position like this, you've won 5 races, you're almost assured, not almost, you're in the chase. You're not worried about making the chase when you're Kyle Busch. Steve Addington can sit up there on that pit box, and when we're having a day like today, he can take some chances and not be too worried about the repercussions of it. And I think he knows that. It makes it a whole lot easier to breathe with that headset on. .68 to go. J.J. Yaley showing a little tire smoke off the rear of his car. And he keeps taking our line away. That's part of what we talked about yesterday that we saw here at this race is when the car in front of you is running that exact same line, it's just nearly impossible to get around them. But that's kind of what's going on right now. JJ's holding us up a little bit because he's got that same line we have. All right, Tony Stewart's leading. Back with more from the New Hampshire Motor Speedway right after these messages.
Here you go.
Hi, I'm Jen's phone. Jen doesn't have AT&T, so she's got 0 bars in this parking lot. So beautiful, gorgeous, totally popular, Paul. Text as much as you like. Shoulda, coulda, woulda over here. Won't get any of them. She's gonna hang with Brian, who, let's be honest, smells a bit. Thanks, Jen. Prom's gonna be a blast.
For the best coverage, switch to AT&T. More bars in more places. For a limited time, get our exclusive LG Shine for only $49.99.
Hey, fellas, check this out. First time I saw her, she set my world, she set my world to reeling. And as the years go by for this country guy, well, we never lost the feeling. With this Billy Goat, I played my last note, I can't wait to get home. Viva Viagra.
Talk to your doctor about Viagra, America's most prescribed treatment for erectile dysfunction. Learn more at Viagra.com.
Viva Viagra.
Ask your doctor if your heart is healthy enough for sex. Don't take Viagra if you take nitrates for chest pain, as it may cause an unsafe drop in blood pressure. Side effects may include headache, flushing, upset stomach, and abnormal vision. To avoid long-term injury, seek immediate medical help for an erection lasting more than 4 hours. Stop taking Viagra and call your doctor right away if you experience a sudden decrease in vision or hearing.
Viva Viagra.
They say NASCAR fans are like family. On second thought, maybe they're better. I mean, no one here will pinch your cheek or bring up that embarrassing moment in gym class. Or call you by your pet name till you're 45 years old. 3 days camping out with your fellow fans, that's heaven. 3 days with the great aunt who keeps tussling your hair, well.
29 cars still on the lead lap in the Lennox Industrial Tools 301. Hotpass here on DirecTV. Riding shotgun with the number 18 car of Kyle Busch. The leader in the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series points, currently being shown in the 19th position. We're battling the 78 for position. Joe Nemechek having a good afternoon. Our brother Kurt Busch straight up ahead of us. And the weather conditions here at Loudon have changed in a big way over the last few minutes. Tony, how about your little, can you do a little meteorologist thing for me there?
I definitely can, Pat. We have definitely seen a cloud front come in over the front stretch grandstands, and this has been happening over about the last 40 laps or so. The ambient air temperature has dropped at least 10 degrees down here. It was pretty warm earlier. Now it's gotten quite cool. In fact, I'm looking at my cameraman, Eric. He's starting to put the rain gear, at least get it out, put it over the camera. But definitely dark clouds starting to roll in. The wind has also picked up. And Pat, as you know, this track's starting to cool off. That's going to change the handle on all these cars, and hopefully will continue to play into the favor of Kyle Busch, who is trying to do this on fuel mileage right now as we run side by side with Joe Nemechek.
Roll with your corner still. Corner. Got it, man.
All you need is one of them little blue screens, man, and you can be on the 6 o'clock news every week doing that.
You want to represent me, or should I talk to Dickerson?
I'd go with Dickerson. He looks like he knows what he's doing. Once again, all these guys out in front right now. Still got to get some fuel if we could go 58 laps without a caution flag. But man, it is getting dark quick. Always fun to factor one more thing, the what if we get a shower thing into this, along with your fuel mileage. You know, we're running guys down. I mean, we haven't heard him say much about the race car, and he hadn't said a whole lot good about it all day long, so I don't necessarily expect a lot of good things to come out of his mouth, but we are making some pretty good lap times here, and we are running guys down. Don't forget that we have 2 right side tires that a lot of these people in front of us don't have.
And I think that's a big key, Pat, the fact that we have the fresh right side rubber. We know Kyle's not pushing it overly hard because he was told to try to conserve fuel where he can. I will tell you this, I've been keeping my eyes up on Steve Addington up on top of the box. He's been in constant conversation with Chris Gale, who's the engineer, crunching numbers.
Sorry about that. Looked like 2 cars in front of us got together. My bad, Tony.
And they are very interested in this fuel situation. And in fact, we see Chris Gale now talking to the other members of the crew. It looks like they're trying to put a plan together. Addington's been standing up and down on the box, taking a look at how the car's running off of turn 2. I will let you know that the team does have NASCAR Hotpass on all of their TV screens, so they're able to follow the car around just like you are there at home. But we've seen constant communications, little mini breakout meetings between Steve Addington and Chris Gale as we set up for the finish of this Linux 301.
You just saw a replay there a minute ago. Our brother in front of us there in the blue deuce banged off the wall just a minute ago. Don't know if he did a lot of damage to it, but at any rate, it's going to get interesting. 53 laps to go. Back with more from Loudon, New Hampshire in a moment.
When a major hospital wanted to add on to their benefits package at no direct cost to the company, their very first word was Aflac. Find out more at aflacforbusiness.com.
1977 Harley-Davidson Lowrider /cut exhaust. 2008 Night Train. Powder-coated twin-cam engine. Miller Lite, first brewed 1973. Perfect combination of refreshment and taste. Next.
Miller Lite, the ultimate light beer.
You may have a problem. What are you talking about? Some lady is calling to see if you're trying to buy something. I'll put it through.
Are you trying to buy a 63-inch HD TV right now?
Not me. I'm at work.
Well, stop the purchase immediately.
You can have the same industry-leading protection LifeLock gives Casey Kane. And what LifeLock doesn't stop, they'll fix at their expense up to $1 million.
Call 1-800-867-5514 or go to lifelock.com.
NASCAR Sprint Cup Series, now in pocket size. Introducing NASCAR Sprint Cup Mobile. Live radio broadcasts, live team chatter, and real-time stats. Now available on the new Samsung Instinct, only from Sprint. Text NASCAR to 7777 to get it now. Then let the battle come to you.
The U.S. Army Reserve requires a different type of strength. The strength to stand out in school and stand strong with your team. The strength to serve your community one day and your country the next. The strength to take your career to a whole new level Be a stronger citizen, a stronger soldier, a stronger person in the U.S. Army Reserve. There's strong, and then there's Army strong. See what it's like at GoArmy.com.
When this restaurant wanted to add on to their benefits package to help attract new employees, they knew exactly who to have at the table. Find out more at forbusiness.com.
Got it, man. Good.
All right, so we get that.
Watch that left rear tire down to front. Make sure it's good.
I don't know about 15
just
or
keep
20
adding
minutes.
stuff.
Yeah, I don't know about 15 or 20 minutes, but it ain't far away. I can tell you that as far as a rain shower goes.
I get up to his outside, drive down into him. I've already given him every salute I can give him. He's right next to me.
I'm pretty sure that Kyle was not complimenting Juan Pablo on his racing skills a moment ago.
No, he wasn't, and I don't think Joe Gibbs is quite happy with that either. You see the Hall of Fame coach has made his way into our pit box to keep an eye on his driver, Kyle Busch. You see a little bit of damage there behind the left rear tire. He made contact with Juan Pablo Montoya. You heard that Kyle wasn't real happy with the way JPM drove him. You also heard Dickerson say that he's been trying to get their attention to make sure they don't race him quite that way. But so that's racing, Pat. Two guys going for the same spot.
That's why we're out here. I don't think the damage, at least from what I can see, is any kind of big deal here behind the left rear wheel. You know, not at this point with what we're doing here today. I don't think that's a big issue.
Oh, and I think Kyle originally was concerned that maybe that contact would have cut down that left rear. We heard him say keep an eye on it, but it seems up now, and man, these dark skies get darker.
All right, got a replay for you of this pass with Juan Pablo. Take a look at what's going on there. That's just flat track racing at Loudon. I mean, that's what happens here. .43 laps to go, 42 this time back. Tony Stewart trying to hold on to the lead. It looks like Jimmy Johnson wants to argue about it with him. He's getting up there in position.
I think we'll be all right.
We just heard Kyle listening in. We just heard Kyle ask if he needs to save fuel.
Keep doing what we're doing right there. I think we'll be fine.
You hear Steve say, "Nope, I think we're okay. Do what you need to do."
All right, so we got all kinds of things to throw darts at here. We got the weather, which is coming.
I'm in 40 in front of me. 40 to go.
40 laps remaining. We know these guys up here got a pit. We're leading the points. We got plenty of currency to gamble with here, and that's exactly what we're doing. And Jimmy Johnson, I think, is going to give Tony Stewart a fit for the front here in a minute.
Hey, Pat, according to Steve Addington, all these guys up front that are running probably in the top, I'd say 13, 14 cars, they're all going to have to pit with about 15 to go. So if you're at home, that's the number we're looking for, somewhere around, what would that be, 285, somewhere in there. We'll see the leaders hit pit road if there's not another caution.
Well, the laps are winding down. Good crowd on hand today for the 27th time. It is a sellout here at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. They're not going anywhere. This track has always been a big friend to the New England modified cars and the Camping World East Series. And Bruton Smith today said here in a press conference, and Jerry Gappins, the general manager, said, hey, we're always going to want to be their home, which that's good news for all of those guys which love to come here and race. This is their Daytona, if you will.
That modified race yesterday was unbelievable. They bump draft, slingshot. Tell you what, the modifieds put on a heck of a show here.
Robbie Gordon lap car right there alongside Jimmy Johnson, and again, Johnson trying not to get to, and they bounce off of each other. Back there battling for second. Back with more from the Magic Mile right after these messages.
Special sauce on the cheese, pickles, onions on the sesame seed bun.
Big Mac, you so want one.
Yeah, I'm on the car.
I'm riding with Dale Jr.
I'm definitely in a car.
I'm riding with Dale at the Amp Energy 500.
And you should ride with me too.
70,000 fans will get their names on Dale Jr.'s car. Go to ampenergy.com now to sign up.
I'm on the car.
Today's sun feels more powerful, but this dermaphoto shows the hidden damage under my skin. So now I use this Coppertone Sports Spray. It protects you from the most damaging rays across 100% of the UVA UVB spectrum.
The best Coppertone protection from today's sun.
TNT tonight.
Jason Bourne just popped up in Naples.
They stole his identity.
He's making his first mistake.
They don't make mistakes.
What do you people want with me? Take him down. Yeah, he's not in front of you. You can't see it. Forget it. He's gone.
He's doing exactly what he said he'd do.
He's coming for us.
Matt Damon.
This is Jason Bourne.
Trace it.
Where is he?
Get more movie and less commercials with The Bourne Supremacy. Tonight at 7:30 on TNT. We know drama.
Parenting is tough.
You know how we're not supposed to pick favorites? Right now, you're in third.
When you're still one of the kids.
Think fast!
Awesome, Dad.
Thursday night.
Discover what's so funny about my family. How come I haven't seen you in these?
They're your daughters.
Oh, no! Put your dish in the dishwasher, and everybody's responsible for your own crumbs. Said the father to himself.
An all-new episode of The Bill Engvall Show. Thursday night at 9, only on TBS.
Very funny.
NASCAR Hotpass exclusively on DirecTV. Getting down to it here at New Hampshire. As soon as we pack it up and head southbound on I-95, we'll be in my hometown of Daytona Beach, Florida. Next Saturday night, under the lights, a free FREE preview for you of Hotpass. Now, you've got it. So what is it? You got to call your friends and say, hey, you always want to try it, remember? 1-800-GET-SPORTS or visit us at directtv.com. Tell them you're tired of them coming over and eating your sandwiches and drinking your beer while they could be watching it themselves, like all those guys that are at Tony's house right now.
Really, the fact that they're petting my dog, that's where I have the problem.
I know. Didn't want to bring that part up.
By the way, do you have a tee time for us yet?
Oh, always. Standing tee times.
All right, 32 right here.
The good old Spruce Creek Country Club. Not a problem at all. I'm friends with Mike Skinner, and he knows everybody there, so not a problem. Here we go around the 18, around the 44.
Corner. Okay, you're clear.
That should move us up to 15th position.
I'm wrecking right here.
No, don't do that.
Right in front of you. Right in front of you. Just stop here. We got 3 of them. 88 was pitting. 26 ran him over. 6 is right here by start finish line. Right through the middle, please. Watch them 8.
All right, so the 88 car gets turned around here by somebody. There's the 6, and there's all the junk on the racetrack.
Well, that's...
Yeah, I know. That just killed that.
Out here. Ain't no way, dude. Everybody's going to pit.
Let's see what happened here if we can see. Here comes the 88 to the pits, and oh my God, what in the world's Jamie McMurray thinking? What in the world is that all about?
Stop right here.
Well, folks, I'd like to tell you that something happened to McMurray's car, and I'll tell you what it was. His foot never got off the throttle.
I got a dollar says that's a Sports Center highlight right there.
Miles out, Kyle. Rain or like mediator rain?
Wow, I'm going to tell you now, that's a tough hit right there.
As good as you can tell on the radar, is green, then yellow, then red.
Make sure Junior's all right. Oh, I don't even want to see it from this angle. Here comes Junior coming to the pit road, gets his car down, down, then
12.
Ka-wham! Here we go around and around. Oh.
Gotta come and do 2. Gotta.
That's just bad. Well, you get down to the end of these races.
When they get this cleaned up here.
Okay, we're going to stop the cars. That's a good idea, so we can clean all this up. We'll do that, come back with more to Loudon right after this.
Even the best drivers could use accident forgiveness. Part of your choice auto insurance. Only from Allstate. Are you in good hands?
Hey, is there anything we could do to help?
Anything.
Whatever you're working on, Advance will help you keep the wheels turning.
New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Pit road is a busy place.
Pit road 48
all
right there.
Those guys that needed fuel are down there, and we're coming with them.
31 is just doing a splash of fuel.
Whoa, those guys got out of the way in a hurry.
Pat, the best laid plans of mice and men have just changed. We tried to do it on fuel. Kyle said he wanted at least right side tires. He had a problem getting around that 78 once again.
Get up here.
By the way, pitted right next to us was Jeff Burton. He took fuel only on this into pit road.
Yeah, Joe Nemechek checked up, way back in his pit. But I can't blame Joe, though, because he's in the same boat.
I don't believe anybody took tires. When I saw the 31 do that, I thought about driving through. I should have. Easy there.
So Stewart only took right side tires. Well, this is interesting to say the least. Still a lot of racing left to be done here too. We're talking about we could have a green flag maybe with 15 laps to go, something like that, perhaps 16, 17, depending on. Well, it's going to take a while. I'm a little bit surprised, Tony, that NASCAR hadn't thrown a red flag. Interests me that we're going to ride this many laps under caution, but NASCAR's got something else to worry about, and that's rain. So they in a way, I can see why they're also running these cars around the racetrack.
We just had a big bolt of lightning off of turn number 1. I mean, a big one. Rain, I think we can deal with a little bit. Lightning,
hey,
not
you
so
know what
much.
happened the other night over there in Milwaukee? They had to clear the grandstands because of bad lightning at the Truck Series race. week or so ago. I'll tell you what, this might have not been the best day that we've had with the 18 team in terms of performance on the racetrack, but this is going to get very interesting here to see how this plays out. And we again may not be so far out of a good solid top 10 finish here before the day is out.
No, you're right, Pap. A lot of second guessing going on down here. We heard it from Kyle saying, I can't believe nobody took tires. He said he saw what the 31 did, and he thought about just blowing straight down pit road and getting the track position because he'd have had better tires than everyone. I got to be honest with you, we've been covering these a long time, and with, what, 25, 30 laps to go, nobody gets tires? That just surprises me. I got to think people are thinking weather here, Pat. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, well, I agree with you. I think that's a lot of thought up and down the pit road with these guys. I'm still, dumbfounded as to McMurray clobbering the 88 car. Just dumbfounded.
All right, showing it to you here.
I know Junior was trying to get all he could get coming into the pits, which meant he was a little bit, still trying to come off of the racetrack, but I don't know. We can always talk about it, but we're not sitting behind the wheel of those cars, so we still can't know for sure.
This works up there for those guys, and obviously it's my fault. I'm sorry, but I just did not believe we could hold it. Given our point situation, we should have just went for it because we're fine, but inside lane, but two back here coming.
I'll tell you what, Pat, you can hear that Kyle's being pretty hard on himself right now, but
23 to go.
I'm telling you, if he'd have gone fuel only or stayed out and everybody had got tires, he'd have been a sitting duck either way. So it's hard to really think he did the wrong thing. Like I said, hindsight's 20/20. But
all right, here we go. Let's watch the Jimmy Jacket and step up there. Up your accordion, pace car's gone. Be ready, please. Almost there. He's going. He's going.
Restart. Jamie McMurray says he never saw the 88 up there. Was depending on his spotter to tell him what was going on, trying to work the bottom of the racetrack. And
17 up top. 17 up top at your door. Rolling the hill.
That was then, and this is now.
So up top. Just at 17, man. 42 is going to try to get in line with him. 17's up top, still there. Make a middle here, make a middle. Right through the middle. Stay right there. Middle 3 wide. Middle 3 wide clear. 1 up high, 1 up high. 17 up high. Still there. 42 going to try to make you 3 wide.
Whoa.
Corner, corner, corner. Corner up top, just 2 wide. 2 wide. In front of you. Go low, go high. Right here, right through the middle, right through the middle, right through the middle.
Oof.
Caution is out. Easy.
And Sam Hornish went off-roading, and so did Clint Boyer. Whoa, here we go. Juan Pablo. Now that was ridiculous. How about beyond ridiculous?
Now come on.
I've never seen anything like that while the race was still going on.
What in the world was the 42 car thinking there?
And
I got a feeling, well, the bad part is you just lit the fuse now. The 18 car ain't going to stop. This is not going to be pretty.
Be ready. What's it look like? Yeah. Coming to ya. Guys. Wesley. $4,800.
here we go. Let's watch the pit stop.
1. Pull the tape off the.
Bad heavy damage to the left front of this car. It's missing 4 splitter braces here in the front. The grill's mashed in.
Get the 4 tires on it.
Getting ready to jack it up here on the left side and look underneath it, see if it's leaking any fluid. It doesn't seem to, so the radiator held up.
There's gonna be plenty of clearance there.
Problem is, I think that splitter's going to lay down over on the left side. I don't know if they can get that up or not.
Pace car on 3.
Yeah, they're working on rolling out that left front fender.
Let it down.
I think it's cleared. I think it's cleared. The splitter's off the ground on the left corner.
And rain is starting to fall here on pit road.
I'll tell you what, there's going to be some more lightning when this is over.
I've seen people do that after the race, but not during. Anyway. That was unbelievable.
NASCAR official just told. NASCAR official just said something to Steve down there. I'm not sure what that was all about. Is it raining, Tony?
It is raining and it's starting to pick up. It started out as a few sprinkles. Now people are starting to run towards the garage area. A lot bigger drops.
Kyle Busch is leading the race. Am I right? Am I seeing this correct? Kurt Busch is in front of the field right now.
And Michael Waltrip is second and J.J. Yaley third. If you pick that trifecta, that would be worth probably $1 million.
Jake, don't ever go out of this pit box.
I just watched the replay again up top here, and I have no earthly explanation for what Juan Pablo Montoya just did. You just heard Steve Addington tell his crew member, do not go outside that pit box, and that is something that is a really big no-no in this business. You don't go down to somebody else's pit box, and you don't come out of your own pit box. That's your ground to stand, and you don't go in another man's workplace. Rain is coming. This thing's over, Tony.
Yeah, I think it's going to be, Pat. I will tell you this, you know, the 18 crew really has been pretty reserved. Joe Gibbs is down here. We haven't seen what you would typically expect to see, certainly.
Let me tell you what, I'm as proud of that guy sitting behind that wheel right now, I think, as I've ever been, because he didn't go do what I thought he was going to do, which was go after the 42 on the racetrack. I think that was, he caught himself, and that, to me, is a real sign of a different Kyle Busch right now. Now, he's not happy, and he's going to be mad when he gets out of that race car, but he kept control of himself while he was in the race car, when I could have easily seen him come totally unglued.
I agree with you. I've just not seen anything like that with the race still going on. We've seen it several times after the race, going to pit road. I remember, I know Tony Stewart was involved with one of those where somebody got turned. Dale Jr. Turned somebody or got turned. I remember that at Bristol one time. I think Kenseth and Gordon one time, but not during the race with 20-something to go. I've just never seen that. I
watched the lap leading up to this incident here in the top right, and I think Juan Pablo was just really mad about the fact that Kyle, back going into 3, basically took it right into the middle of a 3-way deal there.
Bring it down pit road.
And got in front of Juan Pablo, and I think that just lit Juan Pablo's fuse. To when he came down the racetrack, and you can see J.D. Gibbs, and I'll guarantee you there's going to be a whole slew of NASCAR inspectors around that 18 car when they bring it to pit road. Have they called this race yet, by the way?
Come right down.
Well, they're bringing the cars down pit road. I haven't seen official word that they've called this race. I will tell you, right behind me in the garage area, what is the Nationwide Series garage area, they have set up the makeshift victory lane, and everybody's starting to run in there, being the photographers, other media members, to cover it. So certainly that's not a good sign. They are bringing the cars down pit road right now. I'll tell you what, we've lost the racetrack. It's 2 hours at least to dry it.
No,
we don't have lights.
That ain't going to happen. I mean, this race.
Yeah, just nose to tail right before start finish.
This race is going to end in crazy fashion. Our brother Kurt Busch has won the lottery today in the 2 car, at least at this point.
Wesley, you down there with the car? Yeah, they're just saying hold on to the car. Yeah, I'm on my way.
They are letting the crew members, or at least 2 crew members from every car, go down to their car with a cover. The drivers are still inside. Just in front of our pit box, we see Denny Hamlin, also Casey Mears. They are still in their car. They sent Wesley Sherrill, the car chief, down to the car with a cover. Everybody else is huddled up here under an umbrella. J.D. Gibbs, Joe Gibbs here right now. They're talking amongst themselves.
Well, there's all kinds of parts and pieces that were falling off of the 2 car.
One thing we got to remember here, guys, we do this as a race team. Nobody puts blame on anything on this race team. We've won 5 races this year because we worked together. And it's a team effort and everything. I took what you said, and I did what I thought was best. So that's it.
Kyle not interested in hearing a whole lot of anything right now, except the sound of his airplane cranking up. Well, he's climbing out of the race car. Tony, is it still actually raining, or is
it's raining harder, Pat?
Okay, I got you.
It's raining harder.
Where is Juan Pablo in relation to Kyle Busch? Well, appropriately on the scoreboard, it shows the 24th position to the 18 car, the 25th position to the 42. There you see Dale Jr. out of the race car. He's probably trying to figure out how in the world he got hoodooed today here at New Hampshire. Michael Waltrip may get the best finish he's had in how many years, Tony?
Several, since he won at Daytona, what, 2003, I believe?
J.J. Yaley, I have a feeling this would be his career best ever finish. I'm not sure about that. He may have, I think he finished second somewhere before. Mark Truex currently being shown 4th with the 5th spot, Elliott Sadler. What a crazy, crazy finish to this deal. There goes Kyle Busch walking off. And you can see the reporters trying to get a word here with Kyle. I don't know how much luck they're going to have at that. Folks, we're just going to kind of follow this out here, and if he stops and decides to say something, we'll obviously be sitting there.
Yeah, it's a big group of media down here. Marty Smith from ESPN was down here. Also, Matt Yoakum's down here. Shannon Spake. Kyle's going to the side of the hauler transporter to get out of the rain. But a huge media group down here behind the Interstate Batteries transporter here in the garage area as the rain now begins to fall even harder.
Well, it's a red flag. It's not over. We don't have a winner yet. Our suspicions are that Kurt Busch, as he's being interviewed up topside there by the folks at the network with TNT, you can see up under his car, he's got a whole, I want to say, shock mount, or I couldn't tell exactly what was under there that's broken, but I don't think he wants to get started again, because I'm not sure the left rear part of his race car will go anywhere when he puts it in gear. All right, while we got a chance here to entertain you a little bit, while you're still hanging on and watching, let's. We had a chance to sit down with some of NASCAR's best, some of our Hotpass hot shoes, and ask them at the halfway point of the season just what kind. If you had to give yourself a grade to this point in the season, what grade would you give yourself?
B minus for us. Obviously, we started off with an A+. We've had some failures, which are obviously Fs, and you average it out. I'd say we're we're in the hunt. We're not at all an A. I'd say we're on the edge of being a B, and we'd be a C if it wasn't for Daytona.
Well, I mean, I'd have to say that we've gotten an A, definitely. You know, I mean, we've been pretty fast everywhere we've been. There's been a couple of tracks to where we didn't run as well as we would have liked, or as finish as well as we would have liked. But you know, our year's been pretty cool this year so far. So we just got to keep it going. Hopefully, stay ahead of the ball game, and make sure that we can keep the successes coming all the way to the chase and through the chase.
Well, I'd say our performance has probably been a B, but effort has been an A+. I mean, we have put in a lot of time to make our cars better, and we're seeing a lot of progress right now. So it's nice to see that. It's at a slower rate than we'd expected or experienced in years past, but we're putting in a lot of hours and a lot of hard work and getting things right, and I think these next 10 will get us right in position for the final 10, and then we'll be up there fighting for a championship.
Well, I think we're getting better. I think in the beginning of the year we weren't really on our game in a lot of different areas, and I think over the last 6 or 7 or 8 weeks it's been getting a lot better. So I'd maybe say, for our group and what I expect from them and what they expect from me and all that, I'd say it's maybe a B minus, C+.
I'd say, a B. We can be better, but I'm really proud of everybody, the progress we've made, especially since last season, how far we've come. I think an A, to me, to get an A, you got to be, in the chase, or at least contending for wins and championship week in and week out. And we're not quite there, but we're close.
I would say we started the year probably a C+, and right now we're definitely a B+, or a B for sure. The guys have done a great job of just keep improving as the seasons went, and that's what we wanted to do. That was the whole plan at the start of the year, and through the off season we knew we would start okay and get better as the year went, and as long as we keep doing that through the rest of the year, we're going to end up with a really good year, I think.
A good solid B. We're not quite an A yet. We've still got some areas of improvement. I've still got to be a better driver. I've got to make less mistakes and do a little better qualifying in a few certain areas. But overall, our pit crew's been pretty solid. We've had fast race cars. We've had some good finishes. So we're close, but we still have some room for improvement.
I feel like we've been probably about a B minus. I mean, it's hard for me to really give us a grade because I feel like the team gets an A+. I mean, they've been phenomenal in the pits. As far as failures, we've had no failures. Great pit calls. I feel like we constantly get better finishes than sometimes what the car is capable of. The only reason I would give us the B minus is just because from last year to this year we just haven't been as competitive. We haven't led as many laps, had opportunities to win. And so in that sense, it's been disappointing, but look at where we're at in the points. We're hanging in there, and hopefully we'll just continue to improve on the performance.
All right, it is official. Kurt Busch will go to the victory lane somewhere where it's dry and celebrate a big win for the Penske organization today. And we're still trying to get over the bizarre ending of all of this. Tony Rizzuti, has Kyle even reappeared out of the truck yet?
No, he hasn't, Pat, and it is a bizarre scene down here at the back of the interstate hauler. Quite a bit of media down here. We've got Matt Yoakum from TNT is down here. I saw Lee Spencer down here. We also had Claire B. Lang from XM Radio down here. You can see the scrum of people down here hoping to get a word with Kyle Busch, and I'm going to pull Eric in as the cars are starting to now make their way here into the garage area. Jim Utter from the Charlotte Observers down here as well. Marty Smith from ESPN. So we've got about 8 or 9 media members down here right now. Mike Sabrini, he's one of the pit runners for TNT. He's down here with Matt. So everybody's waiting to find out if we're going to get a word from Kyle. He did go into the trailer. He has not emerged, but we will sit here and hold our vigil. Also, Ralph Shaheen starting to walk in as well. Just an interesting ending, one of the most bizarre endings to a race we've covered on Hotpass that I think I've ever experienced.
Okay, well, try to stay dry down there as best you can, and we'll see if Kyle does have anything to say about today or not. Nobody could certainly blame him if he just wanted to put his raincoat on and head for the plane here. We started 27th today. We're going to end up 24th. The race will end some 17 or so laps short of the finish today. It'll be Kurt Busch in the Blue Deuce with the win, and the 55 of Michael Waltrip, 96 of J.J. Yaley. And it's time for us to get into our Hotpass post-race show here for the Lennox Industrial Tools 301. And as you can see, the ending was abrupt and a few laps short. Let's look at the points as